And after slurs and everything.
I did it out of love.
How dare you betray me? After I called you those slurs and everything.
Honestly, in terms of woman I would actually date, it probably would it would probably be more interested in some in a chick sort of in between Yukiko and Chie. Ching, what do you at?
It's the baby shit. Oh my god. Oh. Well, I think you two would be good together. I know he's kind of immature sometimes, but you'd be happy with him, Riona-chan. Look, it's not gonna happen, Haruka-chan. I just can't see myself dating. Whoa! Oh, snap! Oh.
Great comment. Comment. She's not into you.
Oh, that's why she won't go on with the...
Genghis?
She's racist. Nah!
Oh my god. Thing is clipped.
I'm so fucking mad. I don't want to do golf. I just want to fight Joe.
Why do I have to do golf?
Why do I have to do golf? No, I just want to fight Joe.
Oh man, Genghis went back to monkey. This is amazing.
He's been doing it for a bit.
Oh, come on, come on! This is it! This is it! Just keep spamming! Just keep spamming! Just keep spamming! Come on! Come on! No! Don't you fucking put your shield up, you bitch! Come on! No, 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 no. Come on! Yes! Fuck you!
Yeah!
Oh my god!
Nice.
Oh. How long have I going now? About 2 hours? Okay, that's a good place to call it. Yeah! Okay, here we go! Yes! Alright, here we go! Yes! 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 Finally! Oh my gosh, I fucking hate this fucking stupid challenge!
James, for a split second, I thought I heard Mickey Mouse having an orgasm.
Yes! Oh, fuck.
Angus may now expel the angry diarrhea.
Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Ah! What makes me special? I don't know, man. I'm just some Asian kid. Streaming to like 0 people. But you know what? I don't care.
I know how this goes. This is where that grit of yours kicks in.
Oh, okay, come on, come on, come on! Oh, yeah!
I always envied you.
Oh. Oh.
The freelancer who had it all.
Oh. Yeah! Oh. He's over there! Come on! No! It's a champion! Oh my gosh, he's doing his shield thing! Oh no, that asshole at the last minute did the shield thing. You fucking piece of shit. I hope God has a special place in hell just for you. Okay, gotta make my way back up. That champion's up there. Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh!
Excellent work. May the sorcerer
Yeah!
has devoured strong Briar time. Now give me the fragment.
Yeah!
Oh, wow. Damn. That was a big burp. Alright. But we're all weird, Chelsea. That's the beauty of it. You're weird. I'm weird. Nick's weird. Oh!
There we go.
There's a proper burp. Oh my gosh. God, that last burp though. I can't go over it. That was fucking pathetic.
If your weapon has double the strength of the enemy's toughness, you will do a whole lot of damage.
Wow. I didn't know
Each
that.
weapon has a different. I'm sure you didn't. Considering I've been.
Yeah, speaking how it took
Don't
it this
fucking
long.
patronize me, you bastards.
Yes, we are patronizing.
We have told you several times over, so I'm trying to speak nice.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to speak like I'm fucking mentally disabled. Like, oh, did you? All right, Changus, did you remember? Did you remember that 2 + 2 = 4? Good job.
I'm glad you it was 4.
I still can't believe NSYNC is reunited.
I sunk in lava.
I love how you said, I'm not gonna watch this movie unless they reunite NSYNC. And then
Turns out they're reuniting NSYNC.
they reunite NSYNC, and then you still said, I'm not gonna watch this damn movie.
Well, it is now the 4th, everyone. Woo!
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Today we celebrate the day we declare independence from those stupid British people. Where we go, hey, you Brits, guess what? We don't like being taxed without your representation. We'll tax ourselves to death, because at least we'll have representation.
Fuck. Hey, remember when Disney tried to copyright a cultural holiday?
What?
And they
Which one?
Day of the Dead.
They did?
They tried to.
Why?
Coco.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not.
They tried to copyright the Day of the Dead for Coco.
They did. They definitely tried to do so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. that is-
Games Workshop tried to copyright pauldrons with Roman numerals.
What?
remember when the Vine Bros tried to copyright the word react?
Role-playing night. Blazes in lingerie. Meanwhile, Silver, dressed up in like cardboard night outfit. Just, all right, let's do this. Why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed like that? Well, you said we were role-playing. I thought we were, you know, gonna, you know, do like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. Gosh, I can't have fun in any timeline.
Hold on. Look,
Oh.
I can work with this.
I can work with this. Okay.
That night, the paladins played 2 things.
Stop fucking crying!
You pressed that button as soon as I killed her. That's some fucking timing. Thank you, Megatron. I have stopped crying because of you. Oh. Oh, bullet hell. Oh, bullet hell.
The fucking noises.
Oh. Just a quick reminder that I do have stream elements. There's a $50 monthly goal. You can tip, donate, etc., whatever you want to call it. You do not have to if you don't want to. Okay, here we go. Alright, we should be good now. We should be unmuted. Alright. Okay, OBS says my audio's good. Say something real quick. Someone say something.
Something.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Very cool. Okay, we should be good now. Alright. Yes?
I said, I'm old.
You're old? How old are you?
That's the secret I would never tell.
Oh, come on. We don't judge. We don't judge. What's
I turned 31 this year.
30? Oh gosh, you're past your 30s. You gotta get a girl quick. Comment. You're in your 30s. You gotta get that girl quick. Get that family going. Get that family going, man. Adopt a kid or something.
Once society collapses, they'll be putting their options.
You're just waiting for society collapse? Okay. Once the world turns into Mad Max, then I will have kids. But only until then.
I will become a warlord.
You'll become a warlord? You're gonna have a hockey match, you're gonna call yourself Humongous?
He's the blaxploitation version of Humongoloid.
The blaxploitation version.
Where's the chart?
You mean like Chef Rush?
Who?
Chef Rush. He was a White House chef. Let me pull up the picture real quick.
Chef Rush? I've never heard this guy before. Was he a big deal? Am I supposed to know about this guy?
He cooked for the White House, and here's a picture of him. Oh no. And hold on 1 second. Now it's finished.
Okay, let me see. What? Is this real?
Yes.
It is? Oh, okay. Damn, look at his biceps. Oh my goodness. Why can't you be like him, Comet? Be like him. Be the black guy that America expects you to be.
Yeah. He even got his own YouTube channel where he cooks stuff.
Oh, okay. Is he still ripped?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You-
Oh, what were you saying?
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said... Okay. Okay, then. Oh, the only chef I know is... I don't know... Gordon Ramsay? What you laughing at?
The chef.
Yeah, it's fucking Jack.
I love his little mustache.
His little mustache.
He should get one of the ones that curls.
Oh yeah,
Like an Italian chef.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's all. He did this little skit I like.
Just my.
Let me see. What do we got? Filet-o-gator? Wow. Okay. Gators. Is he from Florida?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, I assume gator. Ooh, Florida. I mean, I'm sure there's gators elsewhere in the world, but because he said he's a White House chef, so I'm assuming America. So it's like Florida, gators, Gatorland. That sounds like an actual show, Gatorland.
Bruce, you Talia rejecting you was for the best. She would have roofied you.
Now screw Talia.
There
She's
it
got
goes.
problems. Talia's got
Go for
issues.
Catwoman. She has problems, but at least she's manageable.
She's better than Talia.
The virgin Catwoman versus the Giga Chad Catwoman.
You mean the Virgin Talia?
No, the Virgin Talia versus the Giga Chad
The
Catwoman.
Giga Chat Catwoman.
You know,
Yeah?
they're both problematic. You know who Bruce would be with?
Who?
Wonder Woman.
I don't know. Bruce said himself he's got some issues himself. I don't think he's the right fit for Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Oh,
What? Were you gonna say something?
oh, wait or not?
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 Uh-oh. He's losing it. He's losing it. He's just singing random stuff. And he can't hear us. He's losing it. Oh no!
I'm just saying.
He's lost it. He's gone crazy. He's gone mad! Sorry, we gotta put you down, man. I'll get a shotgun. We can't let you spread the madness. I'll get the gun. Don't worry.
No,
We'll do it old Yeller
can't.
style.
we can't do it. We can't do it old mill style. We're not savages.
Well, how would you?
We have to.
We have technology. Oh, we're just gonna bash a computer on not? Is that what you mean?
Now we'll make this quick and painless. Get the guillotine.
How do you suggest that?
I said get the guillotine.
That's not quick and painless. That's just.
Oh,
It is.
It is? Oh.
When you disconnect the brain from everything else, you're not even gonna feel anything. Like you're not gonna even feel anything at that point, because you feel pain just by the nerve ends on all your body rushing through your brain.
Ah.
So it's like if you just chop off the neck and the brain goes along. Yeah, of course, the brain's gonna go along with your head. You're not gonna feel the nerve ends right there. You're not gonna get to the brain in time for you to feel it. It's quite literally just not an instantaneous death, because you will still see like 3 minutes until you just finally cease.
so theoretically, if you're fast enough, you can connect the head to a life support machine.
Yes. You know what's fucked up?
What?
One of the reasons that we found this out is during the French Revolution.
Oh, awesome.
A scientist was performing experiments with people.
Wow.
It was like, all right. Blink is fat. If you get your head cut off, can you blink until you die?
Can you blink until you die?
Oh
you
yeah,
blink until
didn't
you're-
he do it himself?
Wait, he did it to himself?
Sounds
Yeah,
like the French Revolution.
Yeah, he got himself. He essentially, for science, got himself beheaded.
Wow. Alright, boys. Cut my head off and see if I can still blink.
Well, there's a lot easier way of.
Doing science? That sounds like an anti-revolutionary thought.
Anti-revolution.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought the scientist was accused of something and decided to take advantage of it. Something like that. Like, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm gonna do it for science.
Oh, so it's not painful, but I won't say it's quick either. I'm just
It's
You're not gonna. It's not gonna. That would be that that scene from DBZ with Gerdo got his head chopped off. Maybe the DBZ a bridge.
Oh.
You know, the one when he got his head chopped off and he's doing that monologuing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Who's tagging me right now? Why do I always get tagged at moments like these? What's going on? Oh, it's Nick.
Yeah, Nick just tested just a few minutes ago. He showed his friend Exorcist 3.
Oh. Okay. The Exorcist 3. Which version?
Probably the theatrical cut. Like, it'd be really funny if you did show him the director's cut. The director's cut ending. This is just George C. Scott going into a room and shooting Jason Mills, and then walking out.
That video. Oh yeah, that video. That reminds me of the video. I watched a video with about Kinski and Herzog. The picture of Herzog is the greatest thing ever. Kinski looks so pissed, and Herzog just looks so done with it.
What a Herzog.
What makes that picture great is just everything. All that room just standing there, not knowing what to do. This fight is breaking out between them.
How old is Werner Herzog now? He's gotta be like his like.
I looked it up, and he's like, it's like 90, I think.
90?
Yeah, 90.
Werner Herzog. There we go. How old are you? Oh no, he's 81. So he's, yeah, so he's still in his 80s. Let's go.
I kind of want to watch. I kind of want to watch a Herzog Kinski movie after that.
A Herzog Kinski movie. That'd be interesting.
I think we should do that sometime.
What's the last thing Werner Herzog was in? What was the last thing you were in, Herzog?
The thing I saw him in was in The Mandalorian.
Oh, he wasn't. He was? Oh yeah, he was. I honestly forgot about The Mandalorian. Let me see. Yeah, there's The Mandalorian. Let me see. The last oh, he's in a he's going to be in a movie this year called Orion and the Dark. What is this movie?
It's like a sci-fi movie.
Oh, it's DreamWorks. Oh, okay. That's good. What coming out February on Netflix? Ah, okay. That's why I didn't hear about it.
I heard DreamWorks and funny enough, I would listen to Werner Herzog like voice something. He had a voice for it.
But before that, though, the last thing where Herzog was in film-wise was a movie called Last Exit Space. He was a narrator. I'm gonna assume that's like some kind of like documentary. What is it? Yeah, it's a documentary about space colonization. Huh. Uh-huh.
I said we should colonize Mars.
Colonize Mars. Well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to. That's what we're trying to do now, Comet. We're trying to colonize Mars.
I love the story.
I thought we're just sending Toyotas up in space.
No, we're
I love.
Oh, go ahead.
I love the story of Herzog just eating the chocolate bar in front of Kinski and Kinski coffee.
my favorite Warner Herzog story, and it's filmed so you can see it, is he told Errol Flynn, it was a documentary film. Told Errol Flynn, hey,
Wait, is this the same Errol Flynn as the guy who played like Robin Hood?
It's another. No, Errol Morris. I don't know why I said Errol Flynn. No, Errol Morris. I got my film people. He told Errol Morris, because Errol Morris was just talking about, oh hey, I'm not like he's probably not going to get to finish, what is considered his, quintessential documentary, this Guide to Paradise. He was talking about, oh hey, I may not be able to finish it. Herzog gave him an ultimatum. It's like, hey, stop whining and finish it. If you finish it, I will eat a shoe. and Errol Morris vaguely remembers if that conversation ever happens. Where it's like Herzog won't eat a shoe if he finishes the Guide to Paradise. But next thing you know, Herzog just shot himself just eating a shoe with sauce.
That's amazing. That's great. Werner Herzog's great. I can't do his voice though. Man, where's Nick? He could do a really good Werner Herzog impression.
I am Werner Herzog.
I am Werner Herzog.
Is this?
No, I can't do it. I can't do Herzog. Every time I try to do it, it just ends up devolving into Donald Trump.
I am Werner Herzog. This sounds about right.
I am Werner Herzog. Yeah, no, it's just I can't do it. It just ends up becoming Trump. I was walking down the street and there was Werner Herzog, greatest actor of all time. What a legend. Oh, you say something, not?
Well, it's like, yeah, Herzog has he had that really iconic voice. It's just like it sounds German, but whenever he speaks English, whenever he speaks English, it's it sounds a bit stilted, but it sounds verbose.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Oh, Nick is online. Why the hell isn't he getting in here? Nick, get in here so that way you can do your Werner Herzog impression. That bastard. I swear. He needs to get in here and do his Werner Herzog impression. Then he can leave. Yeah, no, I can't do it. It just ends up turning into like. It ends up sounding like Donald Trump tried to sound like older than he is. You see, I was walking down the street, and I saw him. It was Werner Herzog, and there he goes, and there goes Nick. Damn it, Nick! Get back in here! Do your Werner Herzog impression.
Kinski calls Herzog to direct his movie. Herzog's like, hell no.
No.
Get away from me, you get away from me, you asshole.
You are not going to get me to do your thing. Well, thank you.
I look upon him as this teacher. I look upon him. There's a great video of Paul F. Thompson just reading a someone's Google review of their trip to Trader Joe's. In Warner Herzog's voice. That Herzog heard, and he loved a lot.
That's great. That's great. You know what Herzog should do? He should go back that stash he had when he was younger. Yeah.
So it looks really good.
Yeah, he should grow back. He should grow back his stash. I want to. That's what Herzog should do. Just damn Herzog, that's a rocking stash. Oh, hey Chelsea, we're talking about.
That is something that is a stash that demands respect.
Yeah. Did you miss anything? No, we didn't start like any of our topics here. Right now we're just talking about Werner Herzog, how he should grow back his mustache when he was younger. Like it's like you look good in that stash, Werner. Grow it back. In fact, you could maybe hide your age with that stash, just a bit. I mean, you still got the gray hair, but you could possibly hide somewhat of your age with that stash. You'll still look 80 at Herzog, but you know what? You look like a cool 80-year-old man.
Yeah, I pretty much say he'll prefer just being.
He won't look 80. He'll look like a cool hip. Sorry.
Cool hip 70-year-old.
Donation bar invisible on the screen. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Let me fix that. There we go. Thank you, Chelsea.
Yeah, Warner Herzog should. Warner Herzog. If he even grows back that mustache, he won't look 80. He'll look like a cool hip 70-year-old.
I don't know. I just think it'd be fun to see him grow back that stash. Like, ooh, Werner, you got the stash. You got rocking that stash again. Let's go. So
come on, we should all get mustaches. You guys should catch up.
What, you got a stash?
Yes.
Show us. Show us. You got like a picture. You got like a picture. You can show us. Show us that stash. Oh dang, nice. Gosh, I'm always surprised how young you look. Fuck.
I'm 22.
I know.
Oh, you know what? I'm 21.
You're 20.
And then in 1 hour I will be 22.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, let's go.
Well, it's also Comet. Well, currently it is also Comet's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Comet.
Thank you.
Okay. Damn, birthday after birthday.
Yeah. So you kind of remind me of I don't know why, but you kind of remind me of Shadowversity a little bit.
Shadowversity.
Thank you.
You just need a.
He looks like a. What is he? Is that like you know that meme was like Daniel the cooler Daniel? It's like just Shad and Master the cooler Shad, just appearance wise.
Yeah. Like I can imagine like him with a sword that's talking about the history of something.
And then
like
all you need to do now, Mastic, is just go on a spiel about how AI art is like the future.
I don't really have an opinion whatsoever on it.
It's
If it's for non-profit, then go ahead. But if it's for profit, then no.
like oh yeah, the SAG-AFTRA approving AI.
Oh yeah.
That's
The whole
It's
SAG-AFTRA
alright,
stuff is stupid. The whole thing was stupid because at the end of the day, it was never really about, you know, like, ooh, you know, we're fighting for, like, you know, to protect you guys. Like, no, it was never about that.
I remember the oversimplified bit where Hitler just shoots himself in the foot. Like, you know, he has that little toy gun, and it has the little dart, and it goes off the mirror and onto his foot.
That's great. I'm like, you know, but this whole SAG-AFTRA stuff, that was bullshit, though. It's all bullshit. They never care about, like, oh, we're here to protect you. Like, no. Oh, you say something, Nut?
Oh yeah, like I don't mind AI being used in the industry. It's just the scene they made about it, and then the quiet acceptance.
Yeah.
Just what me.
Yeah. So you made a big hoopla and then just, oh, okay. I guess we'll allow AI. It's like, oh, wow, okay. So yeah, the whole SAG-AFTRA stuff, that was bullshit. It's all bullshit. And people made a big hoopla about it.
I could see AI getting a pretty good, like for video games. I can see it going pretty well.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, like for facial animations and stuff like that. And like,
I mean, it's getting pretty good. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting good. It's getting pretty good. So
honestly, I can see it. Hopefully, you know, I might actually do a really good, like for example, like if they can use AI to make like really good looking video games with less storage space, then sign me the fuck up.
Honestly, I heard of.
Oh, what? Were you saying something?
I was saying I heard of artists using AI to help with the process to fill in like the in-between gaps.
I can see that happening.
I think they do a sketch, AI, then they fix it up a little bit.
No, that's what they're doing right now, Comet. It's so Adobe. So right now, Comet, so Adobe, because ooh, we got a little interference here.
What do you think?
I was talking about AI, and then there was some background noise on Not Set, and that got pretty loud. The comment, like they're already doing that though. Like, so Adobe, like Photoshop, Illustrator, and all that, they have this new thing called it's like beta stage, but it's like generative AI stuff where basically it does exactly what you just said, like fill in the gaps. It's like, I need like a cool background for like this drawing I made, but I don't know what to, you know, have for the background. I know, I'll use AI, and then bam, it produces something like that. And so yeah. So like they're doing that. They got AI. It's still like in its beginning stages, but you know, they're doing it. So yeah, what you just said, Comet, it's already happening.
And the robots have taken over the Navy.
Not
the
Attention!
Navy.
Attention, everyone! Robots are taking over the world. Our world! Ah!
I said it before. This whole AI thing is just the industrial revolution all over again.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
No, to some extent.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah,
It does.
honestly,
It does.
yes.
It does have a lot of things similar to like Industrial Revolution, like oh, they're gonna take your jobs, and
because there was. Oh, sorry.
Probably just gonna make more jobs, but in just different fields in the future.
I do think I do believe there is some like actual genuine concern when it comes to AI and like replacing certain jobs. I do think there's a genuine concern there. I just don't like how, the way people talk about it. They treat it like, it's the boogeyman. Like, oh no! The AI is gonna kill us all! Ooh!
But to be honest,
Hmm.
who fucking needs telemarketers? Who fucking needs operators anymore?
Like I'm.
Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna say my comment?
Yeah, what were you gonna say,
To be
Tommy?
fair, I wouldn't mind talking to an operator because you ever get annoyed talking to those machines that seem to misunderstand everything you say?
Yeah, but talking to a person isn't really any better, because their whole point is to do exact same thing. Just, okay, please wait while we transfer you to, someone else. They do the exact same shit. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's a person or a computer. Their purpose is the same exact shit. Just, please wait while we transfer you to, someone more appropriate. And then the elevator music plays. So yeah. Oh, hey, Ray.
What were you saying, not?
I was just gonna say, like, I think the thing I like about AI is it's a pretty big wake-up call for the need now for meritocracy. Because you saw how complacent a lot of industries felt because they feel like, oh yeah, we don't have to worry because there's no competitors.
Yeah.
Well, now the competitors are made, it puts into gear who's really the one who's really the one pulling their weight.
So, not.
That's really what a lot of the hoopla is mostly about. Like a lot of the people who are like the most vocal about this stuff is just, about, oh, they're gonna take my job, are the people who honestly
The laziest.
They don't really.
And bad.
Yeah, they're the ones who honestly are the worst at their jobs. Like,
or the Twitter, or the Twitter artists that overcharge for their art.
I don't. It reminds me of it was a situation back. It was very recent. It was last year, but it was still very recent. Like that. Like it was like that one like Scooby-Doo fan animation, and then how like that guy, he used AI to like do like voice work for some of the guys, and then like the official and then like the official actress for Daphne was like freaking like, oh my gosh, you evil bastard, ooh. And then then everyone just joined in on her like, oh, you're an evil bastard, how dare you, ooh. And it's like, and then I remember that because like people were like saying like, you could have just hired a voice actor or something like that. It's like, well, the guy didn't have money. Well, some people would have done it for free, and that made me realize.
But that only happens after you get publicity.
Also, anyone who says that they're gonna do it for free, no, that's a fucking lie. No one will ever do it for free.
Well, for in his scenario, yes, but some people will work for free.
True, but like
not in this scenario.
Yeah, no, in this scenario, like no, no one will work for free in that scenario.
After he got the publicity, which is, he could have gotten that. If the voice actress for Daphne just put a lid on it without, being such a bitch, it can get the publicity and none of the hate crap. But, somebody had to get all their fifis in a bundle.
Yeah, so it's like
What, all the online artists that...
You know what the best part about that? She bought AI art right after that.
Yeah, that was the kicker. She bought AI art afterwards.
Who bought AI art?
The voice actress for Daphne.
Okay.
What
The
you
who?
saying? The voice actor.
Release the
She also
the
voiced,
current voice actress for that.
She also voiced Azula, I believe.
Okay.
So what were you saying, trying to say earlier, Najado?
I was just making a joke of those poor online artists.
I was like, well, okay, so like, I don't want to, I don't like generalize and stuff, but like, it really is just like, at the end of the day, though, like, I do want to wrap this conversation up real quick because we gotta get into our actual stuff. But like, I guess like, but like, just remember, like, a lot of people who are the most vocal about AI shit are usually the ones who are, they're not good at their job. And anyone who's like, the AI is gonna take my job, it's like, you're probably not good at your job then.
I would also say
Yeah, it's gonna take my job. Do your job fucking better.
Yeah, do your job better. Prove you're better than the computer.
but Ninjato, we are specifically talking about the Hollywood writers.
Oh yeah.
AI is going to be a net positive for the Hollywood writers.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it would probably have more consistency as long as they don't plug the AI directly to the internet.
Well, also just like the AI is gonna just force the writers to be better. Like you either do your job, be a better writer, or the computer's gonna take over.
Imagine that they are trying to write something about connected to the internet.
Connecting to the internet.
It turns out to be Hitler. It just turns into Hitler.
The AI goes, I believe we should start the Fourth Reich. Oh gosh, what have we done with the computer?
You will create the Sixth Reich.
The Sixth
Reich. The Fifth Reich. The Sixth Reich is so powerful that the fourth, they'll skip over the Fourth and Fifth Reich.
Over the Fourth and Fifth Reich.
That could be a South Park episode.
Oh, probably.
That stuff actually happened like on repeat, like a few times. Like Google or like Microsoft will create an AI, and the online people will just turn it into a Nazi.
That's my. What's funny? Ultron was connected. I'm surprised Ultron didn't turn into a Nazi when he was connected to the internet.
I mean, basically, it is.
I mean, he wanted to kill all humanity, so
including the Jews.
Yeah, so
I just made a replace the ChatGPT right now because Wolf showed me like a just title of an article saying Marvel confirms MJ and Spider-Man's romance is officially dead, and that's good news for her.
What the hell?
And I first replied because apparently there's a new MJ comic. I just put in the gift of Nightly going business as usual. Because Marvel with MJ and Spider-Man, it's like they're never gonna get back together. And then he's
okay. I swear we'll get into our topics, but now you got me. I find it interesting though, real quick, that like the main Spider-Man stuff, like his relationship with MJ is just down the fucking gutter, and meanwhile, like the new comic that's running out, like the alternate, like new Ultimate Spider-Man, because like there's like another Ultimate Spider-Man now. Like the whole point is, oh damn, Peter and MJ, they're married, they're husband and wife, they have kids. Whoa.
Yes. Well, that's partly because they want to reboot the Ultimate Universe, which is the people who most likely buy Ultimate Comics are not new readers. It's the people who
like
collected comics.
30,
the
40
Ultimate
years.
Comics.
Like 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
But
people who collected comics back in the 2000s. So
I just find that funny though, like in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic going on right now, Peter, MJ, they got a loving family and all that. I mean, it's probably gonna go to shit because it's a Spider-Man story. Something's gonna happen, but
It's gonna be canceled. That's what's gonna happen. Like they do it like every few years, where they put out a alternate universe comic where Spider-Man and MJ are married, and they always get canceled. Like remember Renew Your Vows?
yeah, it's gonna probably last about 20-ish issues, and then the Ultimate Project is just gonna fall through the floor, and then it's gonna get canceled.
Every issue is probably going to be better than anything that the main comic is doing too.
Anime guy. So the difference with Ultimate Spider-Man, the new one, is that it takes place in a universe where Peter was not bitten by the spider as a teenager. It's tied to the overarching Ultimate Universe plot, where Ultimate Reed Richards from the original Ultimate Universe, who is a villain, rewrite an entire reality to suit his vision of the world, and a young Tony Stark essentially did some shenanigans to basically give the opportunity for the heroes of that reality to actually get their powers. So Peter got the spider bitten when he was an adult, when he has 2 kids, and already with MJ for years.
And also,
you know what we should do, since we're gonna do like between like I think we were planning on Green Lantern as the next long run. I feel like we should do like for like some of the arcs we should do a Fantastic Four arc.
If we're gonna do Fantastic Four, I got the perfect one. The sequel to the first episode of Comic Crypt.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there.
Okay, so our first episode of Comic Crypt was the new Fantastic Four arc back in the 90s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to try and I want to kind of like. Is it gonna be like We're gonna be like the substitutes.
Well, the sequel arc is the new Fantastic Four versus the classic Fantastic Four.
I get. All right. I guess. Sure.
The new Fantastic.
I was kind of like wanting one of the ones where it's like Fantastic Four and they're like what they kind of do, like, which is exploring. But that works too.
It'd be fun. It is kind of funny though. New Fantastic Four versus classic Fantastic Four. Peter's like, all right, finally, another opportunity to smash Johnny's skull in. Not if I smash your skull in first. Oh gosh, there they go again.
Ghost Rider is such a weird person to put in a lineup.
Ghost Rider.
Like you got the Hulk. Okay, I can see that. Wolverine, weird, not really connected to Fantastic Four too much. But all right, I get it. Spider-Man, yeah. Spider-Man's a classic here.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, what you doing here?
It really is.
I will stare into your I will stare into you and put your soul into oblivion. Okay, nice to meet you too.
It really does feel like the Stan Lee mentality of, okay, you put it together the popular characters, and you put together like the weirder characters into one team, and then boom, that's your team. That's how you sell the comics. So,
there we go. Bam. We're gonna make $1 off of this. It is funny. It's like it reminds me of that meme. It's Is that meme like it's like the like sports team, and then like I think it was like some rapper or there as well in like a jersey, and then like the caption's just Blood thinks he's part of the team. It's like New Fantastic Four, just Ghost Rider. Buddy thinks he's part of the team.
Since you mentioned rapper,
Ah,
have you heard about Kanye West?
what happened this time? Is he hating Jews again?
No, he turned himself into Jaws.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you got like metal implants for teeth now.
Remember Cengiz? Cengiz? Jonah Hill converted him from Nazism back into a proper person.
That's right. Thank you, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Not that he's slowly turning himself into a James Bond villain.
I mean, he is.
Seeing you here, he's going to be buying a tropical island.
Oh, I hope leave a volcano.
Yeah, he's gonna shave his hair. He's gonna have a cat. And just pet it. and then eventually I don't know how, but the British government's gonna get involved and they send a spy to stop Kanye.
Imagine I just realized the guy who had a diamond implant in his head could have been a James Bond villain. He could have called himself Diamond.
They sent Alex Jones.
Alex Jones as a spy to stop Ye's plan to conquer the world. I'm a Sigma male.
Wait, no. He wouldn't be Blofeld. He would be Chow Aspel. Remember that suit he wore to the interview with Alex?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember they put in like an AR filter, and it looks like
my favorite part about that interview was how everyone just said he looks like a Batman villain ready to take over Gotham. It's like you have 24 hours to give me all your money, Gotham.
all right. All right. What was the first one? Was it Ninjato or?
Ninjato,
Yeah,
yes.
it's Ninjato.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get to our actual topics now.
Yeah,
We gotta do it now, because if we.
By the way, but while you guys are talking, I've been trying to tell Wolf because Wolf asked me why do people hate Peter and MJ? And no, I was told it's not that the older fans of Spider-Man love Peter and MJ together. It's Marvel that hates them.
I mean,
Literally everybody wants them together.
it's not just older
Marvel
fans.
editor. No.
Every fan
Alright,
wants. Every fan wants Peter and MJ together.
Ninjato, stop it. Let's get on it.
Okay, speaking of romance. Okay, speaking of romance with a redhead.
Oh, romance is part of this game?
Yes. If I had a nickel for every one that we have a romance with a redhead with, I know we would have at least 2 nickels for topics.
Yeah, it begins with a romantic moment where Red is being sad over a dead guy because the giant USB sword is stabbed into him.
Oh.
Like, the first image of the game when you booted it up is just this beautiful painting because the art style is beautiful. And you see the main character, Red, looking over a guy with a giant USB sword sticking out, and you think that it's just like a title screen or anything until you press a button and then the game actually starts. So the game literally starts that, and then you kind of find out is that the guy who got stabbed, his consciousness is now in the sword.
Oh, awesome.
So it's about a girl and her sword trying to get revenge for an assault that resulted in her losing her voice.
Oh. Not background noise is very loud, Chelsea. Ah. Okay.
Yeah, I can try muting.
Okay. So, her voice is gone, and now the sword has the soul of a man that it
Who-
killed.
Yeah, like so the game starts like immediate rest, so it takes a while for you to piece together.
Okay.
And then, like, definitely by the end confirms that you could easily piece together that the person who got his soul inside the sword is in a relationship with Red.
Hmm.
And,
Mhm.
and then you just go throughout the city trying to find these 4 jerks called Kamarata,
Okay.
who are like a secret society in this cyberpunk city.
Oh, cyberpunk.
While the main enemies is the process, which is later to be revealed like a special AI that can recreate stuff, do some changing stuff.
Oh. Okay.
And the gameplay is like isometric. Camera's up there. You kind of move around. You can freeze time to pre-plan attacks and movements. Because if you do it normally, your attacks are slow, so it encourages you to freeze time and plan accordingly. It's a quasi turn-based system.
Huh.
So it's very interesting on that.
Wait, so is it normally turn-based, or is it just only when you slow down?
No,
time?
it's normally like an action RPG, but it heavily encourages you to freeze time to plan out your moves. And then while your bar is getting recharged, you have to run around and dodge stuff.
Huh.
And if you lose all your health, you don't die immediately. You lose the functions. You lose an attack.
Oh, okay.
And full health.
Oh.
And then you get more functions, and then you can use those to either change up new attacks or upgrade Red as passives or upgrade your other attacks. I don't want to go much into the plot. It is a story. If you choose to play it, it's best you just go in as blind as possible.
Okay.
And so I did enjoy it. I think the game is good. It's a very good game. But it's not Supergiant's best work.
Okay. What is Supergiant known for?
So there's 2 games. I played 2 games, but
okay.
Their first game was when they launched into the scene with Bastion.
Bastion?
Yes.
Oh, I know that one.
Yes, Western fantasy. It was part of like a Xbox Summer of Arcade, and the whole gimmick of the story is that you play through the game and you have a narrator all the way through. So even if you die, he goes, "Wait, that didn't what happened?" Like that type of thing.
Okay. What else are they known for?
This little indie game called Hades.
Oh.
AKA the best Greek mythology game.
Oh, I don't know anything about the game. But I know like that's like really popular.
Oh yeah,
like everyone loves that game.
Yeah, and it's also much like Baldur's Gate 3, a success story with early access. Except the early access was on Epic Game Store.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can't win them all.
Yay.
Well, they got the money to fund it, and they used the early access to improve it, and then they released it on Steam.
Huh. Okay.
But so my main problem, it's a very good story, and I know there are people who love it, and I think there was I watched Yahtzee Crowshaw's review of it, and it pretty much sums up my opinions on a lot of the flaws and a lot of the positives. Like, you got like a huge info dump, and you have to like piece it together at the start.
Okay.
With a sort of unclear understanding about what you're even doing. because the game in terms of presentation loves, because they made Red silent, because her voice is gone, you have to like piece together by purposely going to terminals where you can see her comment on stuff, deletes backspace, and make a new comment. That type thing. And then the actions that she takes in the story. With some idle animations.
Okay. Interesting.
And then the other point where you can understand her character is with the music. So, Supergiant Games have a guy named Darren Korb as its main composer for all their games, and his music is spectacular.
Okay.
Like really good, and this game has a really good female vocal tracks because because the main Red is actually a club singer. It's sort of, you learn like very quickly that she's a club singer, and this group Cabrera seems to be targeting special people. I'll do a little bit of like what the general world is. The general world is essentially a Bioshock take on Cyberpunk.
Oh boy, Ayn Rand.
No, it's instead of the core philosophy being
wait, hold on.
Iran.
What do you mean by Bioshock take?
Where they take like an idea.
Okay.
They build a city around this idea, this utopian idea. And then because of the failures of humanity, everything goes to crap at the game.
Okay.
So in this one, it's about exceptional people making changes in the city.
Okay.
Because you get ranging from sports people to business people to even an artist that it's a city where you can even vote on changing the skyline for the city.
So a direct democracy?
Sort of. It's more of like a city that is run by the best and brightest creators.
Oh, a technocracy.
Yeah, it's more like a technocracy. And you come to find out that like the process, which is like your main enemy, is kind of like essentially the transistor the main character has is essentially like the master key that can control these process to change the city the way that the transistor person who has it wants.
Okay.
And what happened is that the main bad guys lost the transistor, and now the process that they worked so long because they've been going. One of the traits you find out about the transistor is that if you get stabbed with it, your consciousness will become part of the transistor. So they've been purposely like headhunting creative people, like the best of the business, like the CEO woman who rose up to the top, the youngest CEO, but she's also the youngest to retire because they kind of stabbed her with a giant USB sword.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's essentially like it's sort of a critique, a literary critique on like a technocracy, because it's these four individuals that essentially wanted to change. Like they went on have a philosophy of the more they change, the more they stay the same. And like so they've been trying to like have like a sort of stagnation through constant evolution of the city and creativity.
Okay. Interesting.
That's all I'm gonna really talk about in the story, because you get a lot of the story through text. The sword. You don't get the name of the guy who gets stabbed into the sword. So The sword is called the transistor, so that's why it's called that. And he does most of the talking and talking to Red, and you get to know him a lot more. And then you learn from terminals and also from the functions, because the functions are the data from the people who got stabbed by the transistor previously.
Okay.
And so the reason why you would want to use them is that when you use them, you get 3 parts of a lore document.
Okay.
First part
Lore.
is that if you use it as like an attack
Uh-huh.
for a battle. Second one, when you use it for an upgrade. And then the third one is the passive.
Okay.
So it encourages you to switch up your gameplay to learn more lore, which will help you understand the story, the general scope of the story more.
Alright. Huh.
So it is a very interesting concept and it has some interesting ideas.
Uh-huh.
I just think it doesn't
Not that great
explore-
execution?
In my opinion, not a great execution. Other people will disagree on that, but I think in terms of execution, Hades does it better. But that one allowed a lot more characters to interact. You got a lot more of those interactions happening. And but I think Bastion had a more deeper story, ironically, even though it's a lot more simpler, where it gets more and more complex as you play through the story.
Huh. Okay.
Because I think what works with Bastion is that it gives you an ending choice that makes you actually think about it.
Interesting.
I don't, and so in terms of the story, the game should have been longer to explore more. Because some of the characters, it just feels like the plot rushes. But in terms of gameplay, the game should have been shorter. Because there's just like a whole a segment near, like second to last part of the game, where it feels like they decided to make enemies difficult through annoying mechanics.
Okay. Like.
And then like your enemy variety is pretty low. Also, it's like they literally just make like a new enemy and they added something to make them stronger.
Interesting.
And like, and there's a few there's only like 3 boss fights.
Okay.
In the game. And I would only say the first one was actually, I would think is like worthy to be like a contender for a great boss fight. The first one.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's pretty much it. Any other things? I just think this game is good. It's generally good, but it's not.
It's not great.
It's not great. And yeah, like I bought it. I tried to play this multiple times, all the way through, and kept failing. And after finally pushing myself to actually finish it, yeah, it's like it's a good game, and the story is definitely compelling. There are a lot of compelling elements to it, but it needed.
It overstayed its welcome.
Yeah, it overstayed its welcome. At points, and like even though this game was like 3 years after Bastion, it still felt like it needed to be in the oven.
Okay.
A bit more. But here's the thing, you can definitely tell this game was made with love. So.
When did this come out again?
2014.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like this game is very good. I would give this like an 8 out of 10.
Was a good 8 out of 10.
It's good. It's good, but it's like something I probably won't go back to.
Ah. Okay.
I still recommend you play it.
So, like, are all their games like this? Like, gameplay-wise?
No, there's
Supercharged?
like slight variations. Hades is built around being a roguelike, and then Bastion is more of an action RPG. I haven't played Pyre yet. That's their only other one, but and Pyre is gonna be an interesting one because it's part sports game.
Interesting.
Like the battles have it has like a unique take on the battles.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Which. All right. I never played these games, so. Okay, that's cool.
And they're short.
And short. All their games are like this? Short.
More short. Like Hades is the only one that's longer, but that's like a roguelike, and it's designed where it encourages multiple run-throughs the dungeon to progress the story.
Okay. Alright, cool. Well, I guess, how much is it? Transistor. I'm gonna look it up. Transistor. How much are you? $20 on Steam.
Yeah, okay.
So
It'll probably be on sale at one point.
It'll be on sale? Okay.
At one point.
Wait, what am I doing? I got It's a Deal bookmarked on my damn PC. Why haven't I checked that? Come here. It's a deal. Is there any deal? That's what's... Let's see. Transistor. Let's see. How much we talk? How much we're looking at? How much we're looking at? No, everyone's got $20 right now. Okay. Oh my gosh, it was on sale for like $3 before on Steam. Damn.
It's an old game. That it's gonna be.
Okay.
It's an old. Yeah, it's an old game. And with that, I'm gonna head to bed. I got work tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Have a good night. Ninja, I was. You know, I said. You know, I have mentioned Comic because he's next. So, but good night, Ninja.
Enjoy talking about Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2. Ooh. All right.
Scholar of the First Sin.
So,
how
is the redheaded stepchild of Dark Souls trilogy?
What, people don't like Dark Souls 2?
It was made by the B team, and it's, from what I hear, it's not nearly as polished as the other two.
Oh.
No, it's still good.
The ultimate, the Scholar First Edition is better.
Okay.
Sit around.
So,
sit around, young.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, damn it! I keep interrupting you. I think it was like
sit around.
Ah, damn it!
Let me tell you a tale. The tale of the dark. A tale of the cycle of light and dark. So.
Okay.
Dark Souls 2, Scholar First Sin. A sequel to Dark Souls 1.
Okay.
And pretty much it's the ultimate edition of Dark Souls 2.
Ultimate edition.
All the DLC. Contains all the DLC. And they change up the enemy placements and item placements.
Huh. Okay. So is it like a... It's like a remaster?
No?
No?
I won't call it No, no, it's not remastered. It's just like Dark Souls 2 plus DLC
Okay.
plus with some tweaks.
Okay.
Yeah, they just changed like enemies around and items around.
Huh.
I've heard that the original base stuff, the tweakings actually made it worse, from what I hear.
Huh.
I didn't really notice.
Interesting.
Now, being a sequel, it's not a direct sequel. It's set in a different kingdom,
Okay.
and you play as the person known as the bearer of the curse. And
Okay.
in this land,
So what's the curse?
the curse is that you're undead.
Huh.
You can't die, but you slowly lose your memories
Oh.
until you become completely hollow, a mindless husk
Hmm.
of what you once were.
Huh. Okay.
And in this land, you
Uh-huh.
got drains with abundance of souls that can hold back the curse,
Hmm.
at least for a little while. But you come to this land and the kingdom fell.
Hmm.
Everything went to crap.
Okay.
And pretty much
Yeah.
and you need to gather all these souls to claim the throne. The throne.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, it's dark. Like I said, the gameplay is it's Dark Souls. So it's very punishing, and they added this new mechanic for when you go hollow. Every time you go hollow,
Hmm.
you lose a bit. I'm sorry. You lose
Yeah.
a bit more life. Like you lose a bit more of your maximum health bar
Huh.
until you become. What's the word? Unhollowed.
Can you get those health left back?
Yes, when you become
Okay.
unhollowed, when
And how do you do
stop
that?
looking, you use an effigy to
Okay.
keep to restore yourself from looking like beef jerky.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
And during this journey,
Uh-huh.
you meet some interesting characters. You meet a couple of my favorites is Lucatiel, who
Lucatiel?
goes to this who's a mirror who's also suffering from the curse.
Hmm.
And her biggest fear that she will forget herself and even forget her until she just forget her name.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you were saying something.
Another one I like is in the DLC.
Hmm.
Her, which man, since the time of DLC, he's still. What I really like about DLC, the whole theme is like fallen kingdoms, and how like these three children, these four children of the dark that came from that spawned from the boss from the first game DLC, Manus.
Hmm.
Kind of like they instantly see these powerful souls, and they found these kings,
Uh-huh.
and they inadvertently brought their kingdoms to ruin. Well, except for one. He already, the Iron King. He was known as the Iron King, and he already ruined his own kingdom because he decided it was a good idea to build because
what?
sorry, not build. Honestly, he kind of like he was very good. He ignored his best friend because he was very bullheaded.
Oh. Okay.
Which makes sense because like his favorite animal was the bull.
Hmm.
And but and the other character I really like is Natasha. Oh no, that's Iron. Let's see the retainer.
Which,
Oh yeah, the Ivory King.
the Ivor King?
Yeah, in the Ivory King
Uh-huh.
and his wife Elizna. I really like that king, the Ivory King, because at the bottom of his kingdom was this thing called the Chaos, which he fought in the first game.
Okay.
And what he did is like, I shall be the first line of defense against this. So build my castle on top. Build my castle on my throne on top of this.
Alright. Okay.
And fought. And
So, I want to ask you
sorry.
I want to ask you, so Dark Souls, so you said this is like the ultimate edition of like Dark Souls 2, so what like changes did they make to the original Dark Souls 2?
Well, you need these keys to get tasks with one. In the first game, when you get DLC,
Uh-huh.
the keys are instantly added to your inventory.
Okay.
In this game, you gotta look for them. And enemy, like certain and stuff like certain enemies are like one enemy used to be in this area, but they changed it into this, put it in this area instead.
Okay.
It's largely the same. They just they just change around items and enemies. Like one item could be in this place in the base game,
Uh-huh.
but then they put it in this area. And yes, and of course I'm trying to remember there was one more, and that
Are there any like major changes to like how the game plays? Like
it's a lot smoother than Dark Souls 1.
like smoother?
Well, I think they changed the frame rate a little bit.
Oh, they changed
I
the frame
believe.
rate. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a little bit smoother.
Okay.
And outside of that, I don't think there much any change outside of Dark Souls 2. But I think I think there's still a problem with the hitboxes though.
Okay. So why should people play the Scholar of the First Sin than, basic Dark Souls 2?
For the DLC. I think the DLC is what.
Okay.
Because I like the I like the DLC of Dark Souls 2 more than I like the DLC of Dark Souls 3.
Alright.
Or because
Okay,
I really like
what's to stop me from just getting simply just basic Dark Souls 2 and then adding on top of that the DLC? Tell me, comment. Is there like any significant change at all between normal Dark Souls 2 and Scholar of the First Sin, other than just a couple of changes and like adding DLC to it?
Yes, I think they added new bosses,
Oh, okay. So they added new bosses.
new NPCs. Like they added the Skull of the First Sin, hence the title.
Uh-huh.
And he appears after you do a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
And they also added a new option for a new ending.
Oh, a new
Option.
ending. Okay.
A new ending option for the ending.
Oh, so there's multiple endings. Okay, interesting.
and they added new items.
All right.
And some item descriptions got altered. Like we click on item and you see the lore. Some that got altered and such.
Okay. Is it now altered in a good way or?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you said something?
Yeah. I was saying. I forgot to mention. I also got some really good armor sets. I really like the Rain Fume Knight.
Okay.
Armor set and the iron. The crown, old Iron King DLC. I like the lore behind him. He was essentially the land he came to was ruled by King Bindrick, but he realized too late that his wife was a child of dark, quote unquote. So he locked himself away.
What's a child of dark?
One of the spawns of Manus from the first game.
Okay.
DLC. And very power hungry.
Okay. So
Wait, the what a Manus?
Manus.
Was Manus the final boss of the DLC?
Yeah.
Of 1. Okay, yeah, I remember one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she wanted to bring out Age of Dark. And Dark Souls got this theme of the cycle of light and dark.
Huh.
There's like a bunch of YouTube videos on it. It's like unless you'll be here all night.
Okay.
So what I really like about Rain is that he realizes, well, as the theory goes, the reason he was banished from the kingdom because he stood up against the king, because he realized he realized he couldn't see what his wife was.
All right.
What the king was, and he got banished for it. And I kind of like his whole thing versus his partner Bastat, who fought him because he was loyal to the king, while Rain was loyal to the kingdom. So I like that dynamic. But Dark Souls 2 is it's a good game, though it's good, but I think they could have done the maps a little bit better.
Okay.
Because it's easy to get lost.
Is the map just exactly the same as like basic Dark Souls 2?
Yes.
It is? Okay. And it's not that good?
Some maps are better than others.
So out of the things they didn't change was like the map, which you said is
they
not
didn't
the best.
change the map.
Okay.
You can always look up a YouTube map. Google Map. That's what I did for Bloodborne.
Bloodborne? Ah, okay.
But then again, maybe because of me, because I haven't played the game in a long while. Well, a couple years, so I'm probably just rusty.
Okay.
So, and that was awesome. But yeah, there's not much else to say. Outside that, it's a good game, and I would say the best part is the DLC.
Okay.
Because I like how the lore that they did with it, because how all these kingdoms fell because of common cause. Besides the Iron King, he just did it. He did that himself.
Okay. So how much is this game?
Well, this game, well, right now on Steam,
Uh-huh.
Remember,
it's about,
there's not only Dark Souls 1. If you're looking to get it for yourself, Shangus, you also have Elden Ring to do.
Well, I'm just looking up right now the price for this.
Okay.
For what Comet's talking
Okay.
about. Yeah. Let's see. Is there any deal? Dark Souls 2. Okay, Scholar for Sin. Alright, who's got the best price right now? Game Billet. It's got the best price for $31.79. Ooh. Not
wait, what? That's a. Hold on, let's see.
Well, I'm looking up. I just looked up Dark Souls 2 Scholar for Sin. Unless you're talking about just basic Dark Souls 2. Wait. Okay, so like, this game should be like its own separate thing, right? Because it's like, unless this is like a add-on you have to buy to the base game.
I th-
Hold on, I'm gonna look up.
think
I'm
so.
gonna look up on Steam right now.
I think
I'm just gonna look up on Steam right now. Dark Souls 2. Skull. Yeah, here we go. Scholar of the First Sin. There we go. Steam. Okay, yeah. Steam has this game like its own separate thing. So yeah. So Steam's got it for. Wait. No, it's a. No, it's an upgrade. Oh. So you need the basic Dark Souls 2 in the first place, and then... Oh, wait, no, what? No, wait. Wait, what? Okay, so this is interesting. So Steam has it that you could buy an upgrade to Dark Souls 2. Or you could buy it on its own. So, buying it on its own, it's like $40. Like $39.99. So Game Billet has it for $31.79. So that's the lowest price on Game Billet. Steam has it for $39.99. Ooh, the most expensive though, Noctur's got it for.
You should wait for a sale if you want to buy it.
What,
yeah, I think that's what I did.
when did this
I
game
think I
come
bought
out? Dark Souls. When did this game come
It
out?
was a while ago.
A while ago? Like,
I think Bloodborne came out in 20. It had to be before 2016 because that's when
Before
Bloodborne came out. In
2015.
2015.
It came out April
wait.
1st on April Fool's Day.
Huh. Yeah, wait for a sale. I don't like paying like more than $30 for like an older game.
Yeah. And also while you do hear it is good, it is the lesser of the trilogy because it was made by the B team. Because the A team was working on Bloodborne.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Bloodborne's really good.
I've heard that.
You can't play it though.
I've heard Bloodborne's good.
PlayStation exclusive.
Ah, lovely. Alright. Well,
You know, this game, it should not be $39.99.
it's... Well, that's why we wait for it on Steam. The lowest... Like, Steam had... The lowest sale... The lowest price on sale that Steam had it for was like $9.99, $10. So, if it goes down again, then go ahead.
Oh. This was Hellblade is for $2.99.
Hellblade? What's...
The
Oh yeah.
Senua's
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, that's the game Ninjato talked about, Hellblade. Oh wow, it is 9% off.
It's 90%.
Yeah, but but for Dark Souls 2, the one you're talking about right now, the Scholar of the First Sin, yeah, it's like $40. So like, wait for a sale. Game Billet's got it right now for $31.79. As you know, it's barely peaking over 30, but it's still over 30. So, so Yeah, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale. Okay. All right then. So yeah, if that interests you guys, you go ahead. But you know, wait. I say wait for a sale. All right, real quick. I need to use the restroom real fast. I'm gonna take a real quick potty break. I will be right back. Just gotta take a quick potty break. Just a quick reminder that I do have stream elements. You can tip, donate, etc., whatever you want to call it. You do not have to if you don't want to. Oh! Oh my gosh, we gotta shoot down the helicopter now? Are you shitting me? Oh my god! This is... Holy shit!
This is insane.
What the hell? Hold on. Should I push her or should I pull her back? Push her.
Yeah, you should push her. I mean, that kills her, but yeah.
What? 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 No!
But it's okay for him to just break my stuff.
Of course not.
Wow, Meredith, you're looking actually okay. You don't have brain cancer.
You gave me this for my birthday. I mean, you should be pissed off too.
Oh, never mind.
What's wrong, but you don't just go punching every person who makes you mad.
That's the best fucking timing.
Grades above you. I mean, that kid practically
Volker, make sure that your statements are not so embarrassingly carelessly worded next time. What? What? You're so disrespectful. Amazing. All delinquents types like this, even the way you dress so flip-flop disregard for authority. Sweater fest, disgraceful. Delinquent? I'm on the student council! Motherfucker, I'm on the student council! You think that fucking, you think, oh, look, what about you, huh? We got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Oh, look at me, I got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. How professional. I got a big fucking katana carrying around, swinging around. Hi-ya, hi-ya. You call that professional, motherfucker? You call yourself a businessman? Look at you, fucking dressed up all casual like that bitch-ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't you get a fucking haircut? Shave that fucking beard of yours, you bitch-ass. Get some glasses for crying out loud. Oh, look at me, I'm Jagoro. I'm like a JoJo character. Hi-ya, hi-ya. Yeah. A hand pounds on my back a hard couple times, severely winding me. I couldn't care less about the culprit as I focused my thoughts on my chest in near automatic reaction. My hand instinctively tightens on my breast, and I start going through the steps I rehearse in my mind every other day. Breathe. In and out. For a measure of relief, I could slowly feel my chest becoming less tense. By the time I look up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. No! No! Not only did he cause a heart attack, but it's also... No! Well, you see,
Man, that impression of Shia LaBeouf in college is fantastic.
Oh god, you know what? I gotta look up now real quick. His fucking freak out in Dark of the Moon. You know what I'm talking? You know when he's in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, that guy's just. Look at this guy. He's just. he's just hanging there. Look at this. This guy's just hanging here.
It can allow them to stay on the map, but these are dumb as shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that guy looks just fucking hanging there. Come on!
As every he punches in the boss's head. Family.
That's right. Yeah, come on, bitch. The power of family. Yes. Come on, power of family. Okay, there we go. Come on. That's it. Power of family, baby. Okay, how do I do this? Hiya! Oh, her frontal lobe. Oh! Okay, I'm back. What are we talking about?
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2? Oh, okay.
How's that? Nothing.
I thought you were gonna say something, comment.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Alright. Wait, so what about Dark Souls 2 were you guys talking about?
It's like the base game was like a different team trying to recreate the first game, but not really understanding what made the first game work the way it did.
Okay.
Because the Namco Bandai, this was when they were starting to get into the era because Dark Souls was the most successful game that came out of there. That they published up to that point. So they took the wrong lessons of what made the original Dark Souls so popular. They thought, oh man, all these gamers, they like hard games. So let's just make this game really hard. And then they'll like it even more. But because the game was needlessly difficult at points. They liked overusing projectile enemies. There was just the yeah, and then there was a big obsession with mob bosses, like just bosses who were just like individual people that is counted as one huge boss.
Oh, that's I don't like that. That sounds poopy.
Yeah, and like it hurts. Like Dark Souls is not a game that incentivizes you taking on multiple people at once. So like again, it falls into the needlessly difficult.
Okay.
Also, like level geometry made no sense. The big thing that sold the original Dark Souls was that the game kind of felt like one big thing. It tried to hide a lot of the original tried to hide a lot of the loading screens. So like when you were walking around the entire game, there's one section where you're in a tower and you're looking down from the tower and you can see the previous levels that you've went through. And it gave this impression that, oh yeah, like this is just whole one big thing. Dark Souls 2 didn't really know what it was doing when it started too much. It was just doing whatever.
Okay. I see. That's kind of a shame to hear. But Dark Souls 3 improved on it, I'm assuming, because people like that one, I know.
Dark Souls 3 was the 18 back again.
Okay. Okay, alright then. Alright.
Was Sekiro the B team again?
Oh, is that them? Interesting.
Nah.
Oh no.
No, he died. Oh, he's back.
Oh, it was some of the 18. It wasn't Miyazaki. Because essentially, the thing about Sekiro is...
He's the guy the guy that Sekiro did the Armor Core. The new one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like, the thing that people always get wrong about is it's in the Souls game. It has elements of the Souls point style.
Yeah, but from what it's it's a Souls-like. Emphasis on like.
Emphasis on like.
Because the thing about Dark Souls, or no, the thing about Sekiro is it's a game that it cheese everything. You may think the game is just unlimited. That's because the game doesn't incentivize you cheesing. It incentivizes you. The parry is one of your strongest tools because you can pretty much parry everything. Even something that may like really damage you if you parry it. Just be like virtually nothing.
Okay.
It encourages a lot of it encourages you to be very aggressive.
Aggressive. Okay.
Like Dark Souls, depending on your build, you can go any way, but you should only be using the strength build because any other build is cowardice.
Okay.
Pretty much everyone should be using a Zoolander.
What was that?
Zweilander.
Zweilander.
Should only be using a Zweilander.
Yes.
And a Zweihander.
Okay.
It's German for two-hander.
Yes. That thing was that thing was so overpowered in Dark Souls 1.
That was so fun to use. Just see those see the health bars just chomp away.
Yeah, I just like how you just keep pressing heavy take over again. You just keep slamming the enemy into the ground, not giving them a chance to get up. In the first game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I loved using the tree sentinel halberd and Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
Giant thing.
That's yeah, I remember the big golden axe that dude had.
Yeah, that's a fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I only used the giant axe in Elden Ring.
Wow.
Wait, no, the giant axe and the after that I gave it up for the fire hammer.
Ooh, the fire hammer.
The most amount of damage per one hit, but I take a chunk out of your.
Okay. All right then. Cool. Very cool. All right. Anyways, we should probably get a move on with our topics now. All right. So since you're here, Matchstick. Oh wait, never change your thing. We're not talking about that version. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about different.
I mean, I could talk about Judas Priest if you want me to.
But it's not what you were talking about. Damn, I thought I changed it. I didn't though. Hold on. Last minute change.
Gotta get Charlie V in here.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta do a last minute change. You're not talking about Judas Priest. Okay, let me do this.
I like the song Sentinel. That was a good song.
Okay, there we go. Changed it. Now that's better. Okay, there we go. I'm not talking about Judas Priest. Alright, so Matchstick, what is this book?
This is a sort of it's a book about the early 1500s, specifically between 1520 and 1536. It's really fun. I love it. It's about the large geopolitics, and it is really the type of book that you should be reading in high school, like not the fucking dry ass textbooks. This has actual flavor to it. It tells the story of the major players in the 1500s, namely Charles V, also the Charles V / the First, Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain, also Lord of the Netherlands, Archduke of Austria, King of Naples. He was also king of the West Indies. The conquests of Cortez and Pizarro happened under him. the guy with the most amount of land under him since Charlemagne. And Suleiman the Magnificent, Sultan of the Ottoman Empire.
Oh.
I want to talk about. I would talk about more about Suleiman, but I know a lot less. Even with this book, I know a lot more about Charles aside from this book.
Okay.
But you also got major players such as Martin Luther.
Hey, it's a boy.
Henry VIII. You know, Chop Chop.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Henry VIII. You also got other people such as Francis the First, the King of France. Charles's brother Ferdinand. Suleiman's friend Ibrahim, I forget his last name. You got also some other minor players. Oh yeah, you got the popes, Clement VII, Leo the 17th. There's a few popes in there. You also get a lot of minor players such as the Barbary pirates, the Knights Hospitaller, the Persians.
The Persians.
Whenever they talk about the Persians, they're kind of getting our ass kicked.
Oh. Okay.
The other nickel of a redhead chick. Also dating the main character is Suleiman's wife, Roxalia, Rox something or other, who was the funny thing about like a whole bunch of the Muslim leadership at that time. They were like 90% Slavic.
Oh.
Like most of them was Slavic.
Oh, okay.
Because they kept taking like Slavic wives. Because they got a whole bunch of these exotic Slavic slaves that they would be raiding for. So Suleiman's like blue, like imagine like your typical like Turk guy. Suleiman doesn't look like that. He's like has like in the painting is like brown hair, like blue eyes, light skin. It's kind of funny.
Oh, that's great.
But this book takes you all through the timeline. So it's the Italian Wars between Francis I and Charles V, where the French are trying to take over northern Italy, and the Habsburgs really want northern Italy as well. And it's after the Italian Wars. Francis the First loses the battle, gets captured. Charles really should have killed the man. And taking over France. You get a little cameo by Machiavelli. Who was calling Charles a moron for not killing Francis when he had him in his clutches. But he gave up Francis for a bunch of promises, and Francis the second he got into French soil was making an alliance with the Ottomans. You know, Muslims.
Okay.
There was also several times that Charles and Francis challenged each other to duels. but they were like, man, this is stupid. We're not gonna tell them to put it. But you got a lot of really cool battles, such as the Ottomans sieges of Rhodes, attacks into Hungary, the siege of Vienna. Not the Polish Hussar one. That'll come later. This is the first siege of Vienna. You got major battles of the Italian Wars. You got Henry VIII's battle with the Pope's court over trying to divorce his wife. You got Martin Luther preaching up a storm in Germany. The Schmalkaldic War between Charles and his Protestant subjects. It's just a really fascinating time period with a whole bunch of fascinating characters and heroes and villains. And this is the reason why I like this book is because it really tells it in a lot of pizzazz, a lot of flavor. It's not like some dry textbook. Like I was reading Thomas Sowell before this, and I like Thomas Sowell. It's a very like the stuff he does. It's not the way he tells it. The way Thomas Sowell writes is it's the information that's interesting and not the style. And this it's both the information and the style because it should tell us a story in a really fun way. It's by James Rustin Jr. I know he did one on the Third Crusade. And a bunch of other books. You guys got any questions?
Why were the Slavs just... Why were the Muslims just taking over a lot of Slav stuff?
They were taking over everybody. They captured... The Muslim states were massive slave states, all of them.
Really?
Well, maybe not all of them, but the vast majority of them had massive slave colonies. Like it's kind of... I don't know about the Quran to say enough to say that it's hardwired into Islam itself that they get slaves, but it's probably that.
Okay.
I know that there's actually slave trades going on right now when I was in some Islamic countries.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of slaves going around in like Africa and Asia.
Oh, that's no good.
Where's the British and Americans when you need them going to war to actually stop the slave trade? The British were actually the first ones to go to war. Like they stopped the slave trade.
Really?
Because they had the Royal Navy and nobody could tell them no.
Oh, interesting.
They actually bought all the slaves. The government bought all the slaves in the British Empire. And it was only till like fairly recently that they paid it off. And that was in like the 17, 1800s. But I guess the Slavs were just really popular amongst the upper crust of the Turkic, of the upper crust of the Ottoman elite. But do you know where the word slave comes from?
No.
Slav.
Really?
Yes. Slav. The word Slav. The word slave, and is the word Slav is actually, it develops into word in many nations as the root word for slave. Many languages. Any more questions?
No, not really. That's just mostly because I'm not, you know, a big on the history of this stuff. But the Slav stuff don't. That kind with the Islam, that kind of got me interested. So I was like, oh.
The Ottomans are actually, when I keep looking at them, they're actually a kind of a fascinating empire. Like, like absolutely evil, and deserve to be crushed to the dirt. But a very fascinating empire. It's like watching Darth Vader going around. You know?
It's like Darth Vader.
Do you know what the Janissaries are?
No.
So this is what I'm talking about, the evilness. But all right. So the Ottomans invade. All right. So you got a family.
Okay.
They take one child.
Oh.
If it's around like 10 to 12, they take him. They make him they turn him into like a military fanatic called the Janissary.
Oh, lovely child soldiers.
And that's well, not child soldiers. They train them up.
Oh.
And when they're an adult, they send them out to kill to invade other people for the Ottomans.
Lovely.
They also this is a funny part. They kind of became a net negative in the long run because they kind of acted like the Praetorian Guard.
They're like
they're
guard.
They were not. Well, first off, they were because they were very close. They were very close to the to the Sultan. And they revolted multiple times against them.
Lovely. That's how big was the Ottoman Empire?
Really big.
Really big. Like
here, I'll just get a picture up on Google.
Like what's like a size comparison we could do to like nowadays? Like how?
All right. So right now the Turkey is Turkey. Where's
Comment, what is that picture of Todd? What is that context of the picture you just posted? It's like Todd Howard like trying to break a door open. What's the context there?
Oh, something about Starfield.
Starfield. Play Starfield. This is 4 times.
Okay, this is the Ottoman Empire at their territorial height.
Oh. Before Slav was used, they were referred to as the Rus. Oh. Then the Scandinavians enslaved them. Oh. Okay. Ooh. That's
Wait, that was the wrong one.
Oh, that's the wrong one?
Like arguably like these two.
Okay.
16.
Like,
oh wait, no, yeah, I know it would be this one.
Let me see. What if I look up
1566? Pretty big.
Yeah. What if I look up Ottoman Empire versus I don't know, fucking America? Let me see. What is it? Well, no, that's it. Oh, here we go. Here's a map compare. Oh, that's pretty big. Ooh, it's kind of big.
It's kind of interesting comparing the It's kind of interesting comparing the European states to American. Like Germany, Germany's the size of Texas.
Germany's the size.
It's either France or Germany that's the size of Texas. Yeah.
Wow. I could look at real quick Europe versus America's size. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty big empire though. It's like half of a little more than half of America right there. Damn. How I'm just like I don't know. That's one thing I do kind of get interested in, like empire size. Like how big was the Holy Roman Empire?
At its height?
Yeah, like at its height.
Right here. I'll just look it up.
So,
If I look up like versus America.
It depends if you count Holy Roman Empire or Carolingian Empire. Yeah.
Hmm.
The Holy Roman Empire was pretty consistent.
Hmm. Okay. Alright. Oh, that seems a pretty good chunk. Like, I'm gonna assume it looks like the size of like maybe like Alaska or something. Maybe smaller, like Texas. Damn.
It's way bigger than that, than Texas.
It's bigger than Texas, like maybe like Alaska. Like, Oh,
So remember, Texas is because France and Germany are the size are like the size of Texas, and that's way bigger than Texas.
Okay. That's just something that gets kind of that's one thing that does interest me. It's like sizes. I don't know. It's just interesting to see like, oh, look at how big they were compared to how big we are. I don't know. Okay. So if people are interested in this book, how much is it?
I forgot. It's probably gonna depend on where you get it from.
Here, let me look.
Or like audiobook. I'm gonna look it up on Amazon.
I got Amazon pulled up right now, so well, you could get Audible, so it's on Audible. So if you have a membership, you could listen to it.
Hardcover's $10 on Amazon right now. Oh wait, $10 for used. Okay, what's for new?
Paperback is 18 for new. So a brand new paperback, $18. Oh, it's $14.99 for a Kindle. So
yeah, $14 for. So around that price point. You could also just go to your library.
Well, that's true. If it's still open.
And find a library nearby that has one.
If my library's still open. I haven't been there in so long. If it's still open, who knows? Alright. Okay then. Very cool. Alright. Oh, I'm out of Coke. Oops. I'll get some later. Alright then. Well, in that case, then we can move on then to our next, second to last topic. Mr. Knott, are you with us still? Oh, he's still muted. Okay. Wait. One sec. Okay. Do you think Colossus of Rhodes was based off of Alexander the Great?
Suleiman was an Alexander fanboy.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Who else was like really big into like admired Alexander? Like, I want to be like him. I want to be like Alexander the Great.
A whole lot of people.
A lot of people?
A lot of people. Caesar, when he was... Caesar's a late bloomer because he did his conquering in his old age. But when he was like around Alexander's age, he went to his tomb, and it was like he started weeping because he wasn't as good as Alexander. He didn't conquer as much as Alexander.
I failed you, Alexander. I'm not.
Well, he was a late bloomer, so he got his conquering later.
Okay. Alright. Well, we'll wait for not to, yes.
I found the context of that meme.
Oh. Palworld. That's a mighty funny way to spell Starfield. How about you uninstall that sloppin'? Where's my game? You don't own it, but you own the furry simulator? The real Palworld in space. Open the fucking door. 16 times! Every time I think of Todd Howard, it's just 16 times. Whoa!
You know, I forgot about Power World.
Uh-huh.
You remember that game? The game they announced, Power World. Is that Pokemon with guns?
Yeah, I know about Power World. Yeah, it's like the big thing like everyone's playing right now. I really do kind of want to check it out. So.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I completely forgot about that game.
Well, it's out right now. It's like an early access sort of thing, but you could still get it. You could buy it right now, like on Steam. It was like how much was it? Power World. How much was you? 10% off right now. $26.99. Otherwise, it's like $30. But yeah, you could get it. You could get Power World right now, and you could play it. You could play Pokemon with guns.
And guns and forced labor.
Yeah, admittedly I am kind of interested. I do want to check it out. So.
I still find that a bit funny when they have all the little fox ones carrying like some sort of metal ingot into a furnace.
Like they got like the sheep like with machine guns. It's like, oh my gosh, watch out! Like this like just like this like big like what is it, like knockoff Raichu? He's got like a Gatling gun going on. It's like bam! It's like, oh dang!
You know, I want to be a fly in the brainstorm room. They're trying to hang out with it.
Well, it's mostly just like a parody of Pokemon, so it's just pretty much it's like a parody of Pokemon. It's just, it'd be funny if if Pikachu just had like a gun that he could just shoot. They could just shoot with, like, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt, or I could just shoot them. Pikachu, no. So.
Hey Pikachu, I need you to come out my house real quick.
But it's not Todd Howard's 16 times the detail. 16 times the detail in space.
4 times the map of Fallout 4.
4 times the map of Fallout 4.
76 times the map of 76.
16 times the detail. Comet. 16 times.
I fucking love that they made the Napoleon with Todd Howard. I just remember that. The Todd Emperor is canon.
The Todd Emperor is canon.
The great seducer, Todd Emperor. But Todd Howard. He I mean, you know, he managed to convince the world to buy a game that's mostly just menus. So maybe he is like, maybe he secretly is like, you know, this generation's conqueror.
Maybe he secretly is this generation's Alexander the Great.
Alright, Not, you're with us, you're alive! Alright, so...
He's
alive!
I get 3 miles to the gallon!
I gotta head to bed, guys.
You gotta head to bed, Comet? Alright, have a good night.
Have a good night, Comet.
And you better download Star for the time to jump out of your bed. Wait, dang it, that come out, right? Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, good night. Watch out for the Todd.
Watch out for the Todd.
I don't know about the Colossus of Rhodes, but you know Nero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the Fire of Rome, you know, may not have been started by Nero, but he definitely took advantage of it. He decided to build a statue, a Colossus of Apollo. You know, it's kind of rude to make a statue of yourself. That's kind of not socially acceptable. But you know that statue of Apollo, his face looks an awful lot like Nero. A giant colossus of Apollo. Hey Nero, you know your architects probably you modeled Apollo's face off yours.
Oh, that's funny. That's okay. That's pretty funny. All right. So we can now move on to our second. Oh, you can say something, Magic?
I'm gonna have to head out myself. It's getting late. You guys, you gentlemen, have a good night.
All right. All right. Well, it's just the two of us.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just the two of us.
Two. One is the loneliest number that you ever seen. Two is just as bad as one. But one is the loneliest number that you...
Alright. So, it took us a while, but now you can finally talk about Pluto.
Yes, it may be late by, several months. But it's better late than never. Wait. One sec.
Alright. Oh, that's right. I didn't get to wish Magic one last happy birthday. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Alright, so, what is Pluto?
1 sec, I'm sorry.
Oh, 1 sec? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the delay.
Oh, that's alright. Alright. In that case, while we wait... Hold on, I'll play the elevator music. I don't know how the actual song goes. I never listened to the whole thing. I just know the little intro bit.
Okay, so Pluto is the 2023 online or no, it was original net anime. That's a thing now. We don't have OVAs, we have ONAs.
Oh.
I don't know how to feel about that, but like, I guess, physical media is now dead, Chingus.
Damn. That's a shame.
Dude, how does it feel to, outlive everything you've ever loved, Chingus?
Oh, feels great.
Feels great. That's my favorite. My favorite RLM moment.
Oh, it feels great.
Like Pluto is Pluto is the adaptation to Naoki Urasawa's Naoki Urasawa manga of the same name. 2003 manga of the same name. It's just gotten an anime adaptation now. So,
wow.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's fascinating in a way. It's fascinating in a way to I mean, there's a lot of old mangas, Genius, that hasn't even gotten animes yet. Like, we don't know, like we don't know if they'll ever get animes, but possibilities still exist. So, a little context.
I gotta say one thing.
Oh,
sorry.
Yes.
It's my birthday now.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
It's my birthday, Spider-Man.
It's my birthday, Spider-Man.
Alright, happy birthday, birthday boy.
See ya.
Alright, see ya. Oh, there we go. So, so, context.
Background.
Yeah.
Background. Damn, I forgot how the theme goes. Okay, Astro Boy.
Astro Boy.
It's one of the most well-known Japanese properties.
Yeah.
In both the East and West, because and it's rare that ever happens where like something transcends international borders to just be sexual enemies. So, but of course, that's a lot. That's Osamu Tezuka's bread and butter. He may not. Man, the airplane.
Oh.
Like what do you call it? Osamu Tezuka, there's a reason why we call him the grandfather of anime. Because, if he wasn't such a Walt Disney fanboy, we would not have gotten, the sexy women, which he probably also drew because he liked drawing sexy women.
Thank you, Tezuka.
Thank you, Osamu.
He's like Walt Disney, but without the questionable Jew part, and he likes drawing a sexy woman.
I am going to dispute that. Right now. You can clip this.
Alright.
Walt Disney was not anti-Semitic. That was communists lambasting him.
Really?
Because he went up to the congressional hearings on American activities. And he basically said, hey, there's just a lot of there's a lot of communist leanings in Hollywood right now, which was true. I may be a radical for saying this, but McCarthy was right.
Okay.
Like, there was a lot of communist leanings in the entertainment industry. And they shut him down because Walt Disney hated the idea of having a union in it was it was in the I forgot the previous the previous what the name of the previous office was before they moved to anime. Well, he hated the idea of a union because he thought it was socialist nonsense. A union was formed. His best friend trade him in favor of the union.
Really?
And then that was when Walt decided he wanted to. Walt always wanted to move away from animation, largely because Walt liked to do animation, but there was a point in his life where making cartoons it wouldn't change society. He was all about changing society.
Mm.
You know, all that silly shenanigans. But we're not talking about Walt Disney. We're talking about his one of his biggest fanboys, Osamu Tezuka.
Osamu Tezuka.
Is a great man indeed.
Mm.
Was not as ambitious as old Walter, but when I say not as ambitious, I don't mean like he didn't do anything that revolutionized the genre. Like, oh no, he always wanted to, like he always wanted to proudly be referred to as, a father of anime, more so than Miyazaki. I mean, that old man, as much as he curses out the medium, he's still good.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, so Astro Boy, the story of the little boy, of the boy who was built in the likeness of a deceased son. After a whole bunch of Pinocchio-esque shenanigans, became the superhero. And he decided to fight for the justice of human and robot. Do you know who else was a fan of Astro Boy?
Who?
Naoki Urasawa. So now Naoki Urasawa, a man who I want to talk more about his works. Because like I love his works of Monster, 21st Century Boy.
Okay.
I need to read Billy Bat. I haven't gotten the time to read it. It's an interesting story, but I want to read Billy Bat.
Okay. Alright, so what is what no, go ahead.
But oddly enough, the first thing that I read of Urasawa wasn't Monster and wasn't 21st Century Boy.
Oh.
It was Pluto.
Oh, you read the manga.
Yes, because Dark Horse published it. Dark Horse published a lot of manga.
Really?
They published they published the original Astro Boy, like the Osamu Tezuka original manga. They published Old Boy, which I recently just finished Old Boy. Yeah, the manga is just as great as the movie. They, of course, they're still publishing. They're still publishing the volumes for Berserk.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a big like manga division. They are the current publishers of Akira, because interestingly enough, Marvel was the original publishers, the U.S. publishers of Akira, because Dan loved Akira. Stan wanted to just make a whole big division in Marvel to publish manga.
Okay.
But yeah, no, because like, you know, when I was growing up, I loved Astro Boy. I would watch like the old TV show, the very old TV show back, you know, the 50s one, back when Adult Swim would air it, along with Gigantor, Chingus, which is
Gigantor.
The Americanization of Tetsujin 28. But no, I really loved Astro Boy, and then I read the original manga in school, and then I heard about, oh hey, you know, much later, because like the book was being written around 2003, and it didn't end until like 2009. Like I found out, hey, there was another manga of Astro Boy, you know, Pluto, that was, you know, that was out, and I was reading that at my school's library. So essentially, this was Pluto was an anniversary story. It was made for I think it was Astro Boy's 60th birthday on the actual day that it was published on the actual day that his that the book listed his birthday as being. So it's like so April, I think it was April 27th, 2003. They got Naoki Osura to write it, which was a dream come true to him because he loved a lot of the old, a lot of old manga, including Astro Boy, which in Japan it's called Mighty Atom. Astro Boy is his American slave name.
American slave name.
What do you cut? He's as big of a fan as Astro Boy that in his most well-known work, Monster, the main character, his surname is Tenma, and he's a surgeon. So his name literally is Dr. Tenma. So he got to work on Astro Boy for an anniversary story, which this is a reimagining of a story arc in the original manga that's referred to as the strongest robot. The strongest robot in the world. The basic rundown of the original like storyline is that a evil doctor builds a robot named Pluto that he designs the robot to destroy the seven strongest robots in the world. And upon all the carnage, Astro Boy, he stumbles in, and he has to stop this demon. But the demon actually, the robot befriends Astro Boy's little sister. She has a name in the Japanese Uran. She's called Astro Girl, and and like the Americanization of the story. But like, she put on what we call befriends the robot, and the robot kind of realized, man, what am I doing with my life? Like, being good is so much better. And then, he rebels against his creator. His creator reveals, "Ha, you fool! I created another robot because I knew you were a sap and you're replaceable." He's like, in-law, you trying to claim that? Pluto sacrifices himself to destroy the robot, for the love of all that is good. So Naoki Asura reimagines the story as a murder mystery.
Oh.
And essentially, the basic premise of Pluto is that he is 4 years removed from the 39th Central Asian War.
Okay.
In Switzerland, one of Dr. Ochinomizu's facilities was destroyed by a seemingly seemingly by an act of God, essentially, just a tornado. It's gathered and destroyed the facility. The facility had one of his son, like one of his sons, and his creation, Mont Blanc. Everyone, like the rescuers and authorities, believed, it was a freak. It was a freak, storm. It was an accident. Nothing. Nothing. It was unfortunate. But that was all that was to it. Ochinomizu thinks differently. He believes no. This was murder. And there's another person who agrees with him, Gishet, who Gishet was a character in the original story arc, but in this story he's switched to now being, instead of a minor character, into the protagonist.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Astro Boy, who's referred to as Adam, he's a major character. He's more or less the secondary protagonist of the story, but Gishet is the primary one. Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just coughing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. So in the manga and the anime, Astro Boys goes by Adam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Adam, Adam is a major character. He's very much a major character, but Chet is the primary. Is very much the primary protagonist, where we see a lot of the story through. Gishet is of course, he is a robot. He is a robot made out of Zeranium, which is one of the strongest materials known to mankind. He was a war veteran. and now he's serving under Europol as an investigator. He's based out of Germany because because his name is Gishet, which is German for face, and Naoki likes putting a lot of his stories in Germany. Monsters in Germany too.
Huh.
So
He's a big Germany guy.
he's a big Germany guy, kind of like how Araki, the JoJo manga guy, is a big Italian guy.
Yeah.
So, what you guys? So, Gishet, also believes this was foul play because another investigation he was taking on before focusing on the death of Mont Blanc was the death of a political figure, who was a prominent robot robots' right activist. And what do you call the interesting thing about the murder of the activist is almost seems like there's no connection. It almost seems like there's very little connection outside of the fact that in the crime scene, there's horn, there's poles sticking out, shaped like horns, out of the head of the victim. And those very same horns are seen protruding out of the mangled head of Mont Blanc. So it seems like the same murderer that committed both of these atrocities. But this is where the interesting thing comes into play, because in the world of Pluto and Astro Boy by extension, answering who could have committed these murders creates a bit of a contradiction. Because a robot, by the international robot laws, cannot harm a human.
Good old laws of robotics and all that. Okay.
Yeah, like Asimov laws. So it's like even with the activists' in the activists' place, even though Gishet has found no traces of any human being in the apartment, which clearly points to a robot. The victim in this case would not have. Why was the victim human though? Because there's only ever been one robot in all of history that's ever killed a human. But again, you can't say that this was a human because a lot of the things that happened, because of course, Mont Blanc was one of the strongest robots in the world. How could a human take down a seemingly powerful individual? So again, it's like it answered. There's an interesting contradiction that comes up. That not so much that who is Pluto, it's what is Pluto.
Interesting.
And so of course with the help of with Gishet interviewing the only robot in existence to have killed a human being who's more scrap heap than robot at this point. But the government won't let him die
Oh, lovely.
He just thinks that, the Braun is his name. He just thinks that humans are just wusses.
Oh.
Like, upon talking to him, Gishet figures out, this like murderer must be targeting the 7 strongest. And Gishet is one of the 7.
Oh.
Along with the robots North Number 2, Epsilon, of course Mont Blanc, Blondo, Hercules, and one other. You may guess what the one other robot who is the strongest.
I'm going to assume it's our good old boy Adam.
Yes, you get a clue.
Nice.
So Gishet, just realize, he's targeting the 7. I need to inform all of them that they are potential targets. So the interesting thing about this story is, as it's expanding on one story arc, you get to know more about the 7, because they were kind of just minor characters in the story arc. They were there to be Joshers to Pluto in the original, to be honest. Like Mont Blanc, we knew very well because he was if I remember, he was Adam's little brother, because Ochonomizu built him after he adopted Adam.
Okay. Oh, yes?
Oh, yeah, like everything became silent for a second. I'm like, oh man, did I lose connection?
No, you're fine. I think.
Okay.
We should be good.
So, yeah, we should be good. So, we didn't know a lot of the robots. In Pluto, a lot of them get fleshing out. And here, I want to talk about one of the interesting things that Pluto does that I find it great. It talks about the nature of robots without coming across as tone deaf idiot. Because it's like, this is the complete opposite of Detroit Become Human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is not a story about how robots are just a slave to humanity and they need to rise up and build the Underground Railroad, because this is out of some civil rights allegory.
You get to spray paint the fist.
You get robot Jesus.
I saw this recently. It was a clip from Super Best Friends. Everyone's just reacting to the Black Power fist that you could spray paint on the window, and I was like, oh my god.
Man, But Become Human is such a beautiful disaster. The interesting thing that happens in Pluto when it comes to regard of robots is that the robots themselves, their AIs are becoming a lot more human, or they're wanting to become a lot more human, because they're robots that are that are an active part of society, and they're being treated as members. Like, there's a moment very early on where police constable, like a constable bot, gets struck down by a junkie, a human junkie, and his human partner lived, but the constable bot was destroyed. In this world, a lot of the robots they take after human mannerisms, and they kind of acknowledge the fact that, hey, we don't really get like an absolute benefit like humans do by trying to mimic their behavior. But there's something, there's something undeniable about a lot of what they do that, that understands, that becomes something that we understand. Like, it never comes across with the notion of, what is love? A lot of the robots understand what love is, even if it's not an emotion that may come naturally to them as us, because a lot of the robots in Pluto, they have, there's robots that have like normal families and significant others, because AI has advanced at such a rapid pace where they understand the not in a not an objective sort of way, but they just understand the value of relationships and all and all that fun stuff. And so the idea of wanting to be just as human is a core element of Pluto. Another core element of Pluto is the idea of memory, which is something that it always gets brought up in the story that human memory is very faulty, which you and I are. You and I know that very well. Human memory is faulty. We forget a lot of things. Robots, however, they save every memory they've ever had, because to them it's literally a recording. But the interesting ways of how the story paints it is there's almost there's almost a blissfulness to how faulty human memory is, because there's a sense of hey, we may forget things that wasn't important at the time, but now is maybe much more important to us now. But when it comes to like pain and all that stuff, it's harder. It's harder for us to move past and not necessarily forget, in that you still you forget the pain that was inflicted, but can move on past that. Robots remember. Since robots remember everything, it's hard for them to move past a moment that they could just literally replay over and over again in their head. The Gachet goes to the constable bots. house to inform his wife that, yeah, like, your husband died. And like, the Bichette goes in, he's like, oh yeah, may I come in? They're going through human motions of just like, yeah, you can come in. Would you like some tea? Bichette will just drink tea. He doesn't need to drink tea, but he just drinks tea because it's the proper thing to do. Bichette tells the wife, because he notices that the wife's in a lot of pain because you lost the person you were literally going to spend eternity. He tells Bichette tells her, hey, I can go and I can erase your husband. Make you forget that he ever existed. If it made you feel better. The robot stared at him. Like, the wife stared at him. And she said, no, I don't want that. Memory is like I said, memory is a big part of this, of just, and the pain of having to remind yourself of something that has happened. So I mentioned the war. I mentioned there was a war that happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention that war very, in a short way. So the Kingdom of Persia, the Kingdom of Persia was declared, was declared an enemy by the UN because it was found out that they were building, robot WMDs. This was a story in 2003. You probably could guess what most recent war probably inspired this whole conflict.
I see. We're going back to the Middle East.
Going back to the Middle East. Let's go, baby.
Let's get that oil.
So the kingdom, the UN, dispatches all like sitting nations, robots to go to the Middle East to fight. To fight the conflict and destroy all of the Kingdom of Persia's robots. The interesting part is, even though like very few of the 7 know each other personally, there's one thing that links nearly every one of them, including the human victims. Because there are more human victims as the story goes. They all took a part in the 39th Central Asian War. Like all single one of the 7th except for 2, Epsilon and Adam, were all combatants in the war.
I was gonna ask like if Adam was like, because before you mentioned that, I was gonna ask like after you finished, like if Adam like was like fought in World War II. Like, damn, that's kind of, imagine just a little kid coming up to you and then he's just, oh, he's here to kill me.
Question you can ask Shang is, does a robot know fear? Probably no fear when when a small boy in underpants puts a hole in its head. But like, yeah, like everyone, including Mont Blanc, who Mont Blanc is he's killed quite literally at the start of the series, but in retrospect, he's referred to as one of the most beloved robots in the entire world. He was a he was a robot who lived in Switzerland, who loved nature, and he loved all of humanity, including wanting to be a best friend to all the children. He had to live with the fact that he had to destroy countless waves of things that were like him, along with Brando, who became who was a big war buddy with him. Who after the war he now is a prize fighter. Who, along with his robot wife, adopted 5 human children.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Best thing about the only thing I would say, the best thing about the best thing about the story is the 7, all the 7, they're very sympathetic. It's not a Watchmen situation where it's like, oh yeah, that guy that he was secretly an asshole. It's like, no, throughout the series, one of the 7 Heracles remarks of his uneasiness with humans and all that, but it never goes down to, oh, I hate humans and all that stuff. It's just he's the one who really questions some of the things that don't really make sense of human customs. But he still cares about people like Mont Blanc and Brando specifically, which makes him, which means he understands something, some human things. So all of the 7. Well, again, aside from 2, they killed, and it's something that they will forever carry with them until they're eventually destroyed. And that pain won't ever go away. Until maybe if they deleted it. But the problem with deleting a memory is you essentially delete a part of yourself. Because that memory influenced the way the way they think now. So it's easy to say that, hey, you could just erase the memory, but with the memory erased, the effects it had on you also go away. And so the change, that it's it's almost like just stunting your growth. So throughout the story, one interesting thing about memory is they also talk about dreams in a way, because Gachette seemingly is also dreaming.
Hmm.
But and their explanation as to why this could possibly be at the first is probably, oh hey, AI is advancing at such a rate where where robots could possibly now dream because dreaming by human standards are the brain recollecting all the information it collected during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, your dreams are merely just your brain trying to process what it did when it was awake. What it was doing when it was awake. So, like, it was, it's possible that a robot could possibly dream, but there's an idea that maybe possibly what is going on, this dream that's happening could possibly be something that was taken out of him.
Oh, memory.
Without his knowledge. And that's one of the mysteries that circles around the show. Well, and the story. Another interesting point that the entire show kind of hinges upon is with Adam. Adam is he is the very definition of the purest robot ever made. He's a robot who's ever, who's created solely, well, he was created originally to fill the gap in Dr. Tenma's life when his boy was taken from him. But as time went on, Astro Boy realized, hey, living is just great. Humans are great, robots are great, everything's great. And so there's a positivity to Adam. It's like, he wants to make the world a better place, not by, not through conflict, but just by showing, very much he is just like if Pinocchio became Superman, is Astro Boy's whole thing. And the idea of one thing, kind of like how all the seven went to war. There's an idea that kind of gets propped up when a conflict with Adam, and that's Adam didn't fight in the war. He was a peacekeeper. Like he was just he went in to villages to tell he went into villages to help ease the people and and to tell them, hey, everything is going to be all right because the Allies are here. And so, but he got he was dogged on for doing that because people thought, oh, he was just glory seeking, because he was just because they thought he was some sort of like pretending to be some sort of celebrity or idol going to over there to the war and just throwing his name out there without actually doing any fighting. But no, it's just Adam wanted to help in the war. He just didn't want to fight. And so there comes a question, of if all the robots, if all the single robots, even Gachette, he is virtually almost nearly invincible, because Zeranium is a material that can only be destroyed by something that is Zeranium. So if Gachette, who, while he doesn't want to kill, is a trained killer, could very much kill something, given the chance, given the authorization to do so, if he's not enough to destroy Pluto, does the possibility may come to the point that Adam may have to do the job himself, because Pluto, is something that can't really be reasoned with. We learned that the hard way with one of the victims. And so the possibility does exist that, hey, it's a better version than other stories that, with Superman, where they try to, or like Batman, where they try to talk about the no-kill rule. It's better here because, we know why Adam doesn't want to do that, because he sees the sacredness of life, even in robots. So him having to go through that extra step is just something that becomes a challenge to him, but it's something that may become a possibility. I want to wrap this up really quick. So I viewed the series dubbed, which is very few. For anime, it's a very it's a term that they're watching dubbed anime is something I don't rarely ever do, especially for something that is of this career. The dub cast for this show is all stars, all of them. Because you got other than Keith David, who they got to play Dr. Denma.
Yeah.
And Keith David is great as Dr. Denma. Everyone on the cast are working man. They're working character actors. There's no one who's there just simply get out of because they were a name. They're people that we would recognize. Because you got Richard Epcar as Hercules. You got of course Mike Pollock. He's Dr. Ochinomizu. I love. He's great in the series. You can clearly tell that
he gets to play a round. He gets to play a round human doctor that creates robots, but he's not evil.
He's not evil at all. He's very good. He's like Adam. The Pluto is stealing the Chaos Emeralds.
Okay. Who voices Adam?
Linda Stahl. She's a very she seems like a very new voice actress, but she's really good at it. Yeah. The is played by it seems like played by a guy who seems like this is his first lead, like his first starring role, and I don't say that as a bad thing because he does a really good job. Everyone on the cast, just is supremely talented. voices. Yeah, just voices. Like just great. Like you can watch it either subbed or dubbed. I do recommend dub because yeah, I will recommend the dub because even like with just the professionalism and just the acting on display is as superior, is as superior as a Monster, which has also has which is also a really great anime and also has a really great dub.
Okay.
I also want to mention, like, I was never fond of Pro ZD as a voice actor until this anime. Yeah, he's Vrao, the robot, the robot that murdered human. It's like, yeah, fantastic. Like overall, like Pluto. One criticism I could say about Pluto, and that's sort of it's something that you could. It's a criticism about your Sora in general is that when the stories of his, when the plots of his stories end, story just ends. Like it's the same way for Pluto the manga, where after everything, where the conclusion is reached, everything has been said and done. It just ends. Like there's no real big oh, this is the ending. Everything's great. It's just it just cuts.
That's it.
Just cuts. That's it. Like Pluto's the same way with the anime. It's like after everything's said and done, that's it. Which I don't mind that, but I know that some people will. Who they were expecting, a last note to end things on. But no, it just ends.
Okay.
But no, I feel like just like a lot of people have been talking about Pluto, have been saying, yeah, I recommend Pluto. Pluto is great story. Just like one thing I also want to mention is Pluto is an interesting case where with a lot of what Yosura adds to this, adds to like the manga in terms of extra details and expanding on ideas and characters. The plot to Pluto, even though it's a murder mystery, is still contains a lot of the same story beats as the original story, Osamu Tezuka story. So it's like just like with Old Boy compared to like the live action movie, where they share very much the same plot, with some way, with some ways that the movie and the book sort of talk about its plot. Like I usually love that when stories do that, where you could keep the same thing, where you could keep the same the same way the plot is told, without changing things, but you say something different in the movie compared to the book.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, Pluto's great. Love it.
All right, nice. That's cool. I'm sold. You sold me on it. So, hell yeah. I'll give it a shot. All right. All right. You give me do a little stretch as we hit. Do a little stretch as we wrap things up with our last thing tonight. I'll try to make mine quick. I don't know how to. You sold me. I don't know how to sell all this as much as you do. So.
Oh, Reacher is a giant man.
Well, he is.
Who solves everything through his massive brain and his massive muscles.
Hell yeah. So, okay, Reacher is also another murder mystery sort of thing, but it's not as thought-provoking as something like Pluto, but it's not trying to be. It's just fun. So I talked about the first season of Reacher a little bit back, and I mentioned how it was really fun. Like, I talked a bit about like the Peel Reacher, how like it's just a fun, it's like a fun 80s action movie, like in just expanded into a streaming series, and yeah, like the Peel Reacher, just imagine Sherlock Holmes in the body of like what's a famous wrestler? Was that one wrestler Almighty Lowly talked about in his review?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, thank you. Yeah, it's like it's Sherlock Holmes in the body of Brock Lesnar. It's like, damn. And I also mentioned how Reacher is an interesting character where he's kind of got a very like black and white morality, where like if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, well, he has no problems killing you. Or whatever.
Not only that, like Reacher also has a very interesting way of how the law should be interpreted. If he needs to stomp out evil at any cost, and the law says he can't do that. He can't do that. Well, maybe the law is wrong. Maybe we should just end that.
Yeah. So it's very interesting thing is Reacher's morality, and so yeah, so the first season of Reacher, I mentioned how it was really fun, it was really good, and they greenlit a second season, and they also just recently greenlit a third season as well, because hell yeah. So the first season was based off of Lee Child's first book, The Killing Floor. However, though, the second season, though, is based off of Lee Child's 11th Jack Reacher book. So that's interesting how we went from the first to just the 11th. But then again, like, the Reacher series has how many books now? Because, like, Lee Child just keeps writing it. So it's very interesting. Like, he's got, like, how many books now? I think it's like close to like 30 books now, like almost around 30, cause Lee Child, he just keeps writing Reacher books. So even though this is the 11th book in the whole series, it could just be the second season, cause like the third season might as well just be like like the 22nd book or whatever. It's like, damn. There's a lot of books. And so, second season was based off of the 11th book, Bad Luck and Trouble. I cannot attest to how, accurate this is as like as an adaptation to the book. I'm just going to assume it's pretty close because Lee Child is an executive producer. Like, he's very hands-on with the series. Very, very hands-on with the series. Like, so on Amazon, after each episode, like after I watch each episode, they also have like this like little like extras, little stuff, and they have like little, behind the scenes, little interviews and stuff, and then, they have Lee Child's himself, like, talk about, the book and how it, translates to, like, the episode in the series. So it's really interesting. So I'm going to assume that this is very accurate to the book, since Lee Child is, very hands-on with the series. So second season Reacher, it is also a good old murder mystery, but this time, the big thing is that the murder mystery revolves around our man Reacher's former military unit. So, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. I should have mentioned this in the first time I talked about the first season, but I'll mention it again. Our man Jack Reacher not only is this Sherlock Holmes in the body of Brock Lesnar, but he is also a former U.S. military police major. He had his own little detective unit called the Special Investigators. I think it was the 100th unit? 110th? Yeah, it was the 110th Army 110th Unit Special Investigations. And he led his little group. There's quite a bit. Well, the main ones for this season that you have to know are I'm trying to remember their names. Give me a second. Hold on. I know their names. Oh my gosh. This is killing me. Jesus Almighty. Neely. So we got Neely. O'Donnell. We got Francis Neely. Right. So Francis Neely, Carla Dixon, and David O'Donnell. Those three, along with Reacher, there are four major protagonists for the second season, part of the Special Investigators. There's the other guys. I don't want to just say they're the other guys, but they are minor characters, except one other guy, Serinda Swan. But Swan's an interesting case where he is a major player, but he's not seen most of the time throughout the second season. I don't want to spoil what's going on with Swan. There's an interesting with Swan going on throughout the second season. So, but basically the second season kicks off when one of Reacher's former members of his unit, I forgot which one, unfortunately. Damn it. I'm sorry about that. But one of his former members of his unit. Franz. That was his name. Franz is found dead in some like mountain area near like New York. And that's what kickstarts this whole thing. Like Reacher and his buddy Neely, they end up reuniting with O'Donnell and Dixon, and the four of them try to figure out why the hell is our former unit member Franz dead. And not only is he dead, but he was murdered. Not just murdered, he was thrown out of a helicopter. So it's like, what the hell happened there? Well, why was he thrown out of a helicopter? And then as they investigate what went on, they find out, more and more of our members of our former unit are just dead. What the hell? So that means, so now the murder mystery is not just why is Franz dead? Who is targeting the Special Investigators? And then I don't want to. I'm trying not to spoil it. So as they go on, they discovered that there is somewhat of another conspiracy going on. This time dealing with arms manufacturing and suspected arms dealing with terrorists. And that's all I want to go that much deep into it without, because a lot of the things about the murder mystery aspect of is like I can't tell too much because then it spoils the mystery. I guess I could talk a bit about the characters. Reacher, I've already said a lot about him. Francis Neely, is she's all right. She's like the closest member of the special investigators to Reacher. In fact, she made some appearances in the first season as well. O'Donnell is, I guess, the best way to describe him. He's kind of the comic relief of the team. He's sort of the comic relief. One of the biggest thing about O'Donnell was how he sort of represents to Reacher like time passing. Because the thing about Reacher is he's just been traveling around the country like not just like he is just a traveling hobo going around the country, and he hasn't been in contact with any of his former unit members for like a long time. And so when he reunites with O'Donnell, he remembers O'Donnell as like this like frat boy in a sense. He's always talking about how he just wants to get laid. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be swimming the pussy, yeah. And then he finds out, oh, my man O'Donnell now, he calmed down. In fact, not just calmed down, he's a father. He's a family man. He's a family guy. He ditched the player lifestyle to go back to those good old-fashioned values we used to rely on. So I was like, oh, good for you, O'Donnell. But other than that, like, he's also kind of, the sort of comic relief. He's great. I like O'Donnell. Dixon is an interesting case where Carla Dixon is not only, a former member of Reacher's unit, but she is also kind of in a sense an old flame for Reacher. She and Reacher very obviously had and still have feelings towards each other. And it's not like it's, like well hidden either. Like it's quite well known. There's a nice moment in the first episode of the second season where Neely and Reacher are talking about like reuniting with their old like members, and then Neely mentions what about Dixon, and it's like like I'm sure you had I know you had a thing for Dixon, and we're just like we were oh, look who showed up late.
Oh, I see. If I don't, I have to go join you guys instead of hang out with my real life best friend. Okay, I see how.
Oh, okay. Come back! Come back! Oh, okay. Well, he's gone. Alright. Hi. What? Okay, well now we know why you're late. I didn't know you were hanging out with real people. Damn. You still there, Nick?
Yeah, my.
Oh.
Stop.
Ah, okay. Oh, I didn't know.
Right as I jump in, right as I jump in the second time, the mic cuts out.
Okay. Well,
anyway, I also got a haul.
Oh, you did? Oh, damn it. Well, you caught me in the middle of talking about Reacher.
It won't take long. It's not too big.
Okay, what you got? Oh, the third season.
Yeah, so now I have all the golden years of SpongeBob.
Alright. Oh, is it all three? Yeah! Let's go! The trilogy.
Apes together
Strong!
I got some chapstick, but you don't care about that.
Well, actually I do, because I need chapstick. Oh, Thorn Rose.
The eco-terrorist.
It's the eco-terrorist version of Amy. Oh, you got yourself Megatron.
Yep.
Nice. I think you'll like Armada Megatron. He's neat.
I hope.
Oh, I think he's neat, so.
Well, I have good basis for liking him then.
All right then. All right. Anyways, where was I with Reacher again? I was in the middle of talking about.
We're talking about Reacher.
Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
I think we were talking about when Reacher was lamenting, in the first season he was talking about wanting to meet up with him.
Right. Thank you, Not. So, Reacher, he and Neely, they were talking about their old teammates, and how it was very obvious that he had feelings for Dixon. And it's actually kind of a running joke that's throughout the whole season. Like, Dixon and Reacher, I guess somewhat of a spoiler, they do end up finally getting to ignite that flame into a fire this season. And then what's funny is, like, everyone knows they're a thing. Like, they knew they had feelings for each other. And it's and so, in the first episode, like, Neela's like, you like Dixon, how come you never made a move on her? And, Reacher's like, well, I was her superior, and a relationship with my, I guess, subordinate in the military is unprofessional. And then she's like, yeah, but you liked her, didn't you? And Reacher's like, well, yeah, who wouldn't? She was hot. So it's funny how, like, everyone knew they had a thing, and just like they just like, for a good chunk, like, they're just like, how come you never made a move? It's like, come on. And then when they eventually do make their move this season, it's like, oh, about damn time. So, like, there's a little joke is like, I guess another little spoiler. Dixon and Reacher do get the sexy on the bed, and then there's like this joke, like, when they wake up, it's like, oh, it was a rough night, and then O'Donnell's like, yeah, I bet the whole hotel hurt as well. And so it's like, oh wow. So yeah, everyone knows that Dixon and Reacher, they did the deed. They had a thing for each other, so that was fun. The bad guys for a second season. The main bad guy is it's a T-1000. Yeah, this is Robert Patrick is the main bad guy for the second season. T-1000. I gotta say Robert Patrick, you I don't want to say he aged badly, but like he has aged. So it's
yeah, you can see he's aged.
Yeah, so because of that, I admittedly didn't recognize Robert Patrick when watching the second season. Like, who's this guy? Like, something, he looks familiar, but I don't recognize him. And then, Amazon, they have like these little, trivia bits that show up here and there, like when you pause the video, and it's like, oh, it's Robert Patrick. It's like, whoa, I didn't recognize him. Damn. And yeah. Also, apparently that's how I also found out that he's also in Peacemaker. So I was like, oh, he's in Peacemaker too. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Robert Patrick, he's the bad guy here. There also is like a Terminator joke where the bad guys, they're like tracking down Reacher and his buddies, and like, we know, and then like the bad guys are like, hey boss, which is Robert Patrick, we know that they're using like fake names so that we don't find it, but we found them. One of them is going under the alias Sarah Connor. Hey boss, what's a Sarah Connor? And Robert Patrick's like, how the fuck should I know? So that was kind of funny. It's like, it was a little Terminator joke. How the fuck should I know who Sarah Connor is? So that was kind of funny. That's kind of really the only standout, I guess I could say, about the bad guys is Robert Patrick. I will say all the bad guys so far in like the Reacher series, they're not really stand out. Well, except for like maybe the first season, which is the psycho kid. But but at the same time though, they're not trying to do anything special with the bad guys. They're all just I go back to how Almighty Lowly describes Reacher, which is like it's like an 80s action movie as expanded into a series. So like the bad guys, there's nothing special about them. They're just unapologetic evil assholes that just just in it for like evil reasons. Like, oh, I want money. Like Robert Patrick. There's a point where Robert Patrick just straight up tells Reacher like, hey, look, listen, shithead, I'm gonna because of my evil plan here, I'm gonna be able to get off with like a $65 million deal. So fuck you. So it's like they're all just evil assholes from like 80s action movies. They're just in it for money or power or whatever. And it's great. Which in a sense that does actually help with Reacher, because like Reacher's with that, like the bad guys being like these 80s evil dudes who are just in it for money or something, that it very much fits Reacher's morality. It like with Reacher's morality being very like black and white, they don't but at the same time the show wants to be a a fun ride. They don't want you they don't really want you questioning, like, hey, was it right for Reacher to, kill that guy or not? It's like, so they go with, well, these guys are just unapologetic assholes. Of course Reacher can kill them. Like, fuck them. Fuck them. They're evil. So, it's very interesting, like nowadays. Because, like, nowadays, like, you compare to, like, nowadays, like, how writing, they always want to, like, make the villains more than, they seem. So it is kind of refreshing to see, like, they're just dickheads, and Reacher has every right to kill them. So that's fun. I do want to say I don't think the second season is as good as the first season, and I don't know. And the thing is, I don't know if that jocks up to being just the writing, in my opinion, not as strong as the first season, and the thing is, I don't know if that's the fault of the writing team of who are of the season in general, or was it a fault of Lee Childs and the book they're adapting? Was the because I haven't read the book, so I don't know if the book they're adapting was weaker than the first book. So it's a possibility, but I don't know. So, but I just think the second season is kind of weaker than the first season. Second season is still very fun, but I do prefer the first season. I think what really helps the first season was I like the first season supporting cast a lot more, because there was a lot more, there's a lot more conflict with the first season supporting cast than this season, because the first season whole Reacher supporting cast is kind of like this buddy cop sort of situation where he has to deal with Oscar Finlay, this strict by the books detective, which conflicts with Reacher's well, if the law sucks, I'm gonna fucking break it. And then you also got Conklin, who I think kind of was a more interesting romantic interest for Reacher in the first season than Dixon in the second season. And that's not saying the supporting cast in the second season is bad, but there's less conflict because the whole point of supporting cast here is they're all kind of just like different flavors of Reacher. Like the first season, Reacher has to deal with like very individual people, and the second season, they're all individual people still, but like they're still kind of come off as Reacher but different flavor. Neely, Reacher, but she's well, not just a woman, but also like she doesn't like being touched. She has like I don't know what to describe. It's like, what's the phobia for like being afraid of having contact? I don't know what it's called. But like she has a phobia of like being touched. And then like Dixon, she's like Reacher, but not only she wouldn't, but she have love. She have the interest in Reacher. She wants to do it Reacher. I think really the biggest standout guy of the supporting cast is O'Donnell, just because he's the one who kind of has the most, not the most conflict, but he has the most banter with Reacher. Like, Neely and Dixon are fine, but I really liked O'Donnell. He was fun. But like, compared to like the first season, where like Finley and Reacher, like for like a good like first half of the first season, Finley and Reacher, they don't get along at well, but they have no choice but to work with each other. Like, I don't like you, I don't like you, but we gotta work with each other. So that led to some very interesting dynamics. And then the second season, you don't really get that, but it's also understandable why, because they're not going for that. They're all military dudes, so it's interesting. I still recommend the second season. It's still very fun. I am looking forward to the third season, but I do think the first season was stronger. Again, I don't know if it was just the writing team of the season, or it's the fault of Lee Child's, because they're adapting a book, which makes me question, was the book itself, kind of weaker than the first book. So, but I don't know. But I still think it's Reacher is very fun. That's like the main thing about the Reacher series that I could say. Not only is it a murder mystery, but also it's just fun. It's a fun time with this show. You're not gonna be bored. You'll love it, and that's really all it wants to be, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's all I really gotta say about the second season of Reacher. I still say, hey, go watch it. I recommend it, but yeah, I do think the first season was better. Go watch both seasons, and too. Like, watch both seasons. Well, watch the first one and the second one. Like the first season, this is like a streaming series on Amazon Prime, so on Prime Video. So each episode's like 40-something minutes. So it is a commitment, because you're practically watching like 8 short. It's 8 episodes, but you're practically watching 8 short films, in a row, if you're like binging. So, that is something to, take note of. I didn't binge this, so I watched this as it aired. So, this is also what I will say though. This is also what made the experience of the second season more fun than the first one. I think the first season is better, but the experience of watching the second season was more fun, because I got to watch the second season as each episode aired. It was every Thursday, except the last episode. For some reason, the last episode it aired on a Friday instead of Thursday, because all the episodes aired on a Thursday. So like, oh man, so they released the first 3 episodes, and then after that they episodically released it. So like, each week I was like, oh man, I can't wait for like the next episode of Reacher. Like, oh, this is great. Like, what's gonna happen with the mystery next? Oh, I gotta know. So the anticipation for each episode as it came out was great, and it did catch me off guard though. Like this week, like, because the second season just ended this week. Yesterday actually. Yesterday, Friday, this was the end of the second season. So like, like Thursday, I was like, wait, what the hell? Where's the last episode of the second season? And it's like, oh, it's coming out tomorrow, Friday. So, but yeah, it's always such a fun experience able to watch a series as it comes out, like on a weekly basis. So I kind of wish more shows did that. I don't really care for the binging model, but that's just my opinion. So, but yeah, I do say though, again, watch Reacher, both seasons. You won't regret it. It's a fun time. And that's all I have to say about Reacher. So with that said, then that's gonna be it. That's it for the show. Yeah, a little longer than last time. We went a little close to 4 hours now, but not quite 4 hours. But yeah. All right. So, with that said then, we are going to call this stream here. Tomorrow is, Sonic Sunday, so we will be doing Sonic Adventure. We'll be finishing up Sonic Adventure. And then, yeah. And then, I'll come up with a schedule for next week. So, yeah. Thanks for the stream, Chelsea. No problemo. So, with that said then, thank you everyone who came. And until then, good night!